I'm already live on here. All right. Yo, Lyrics, what's up from Twitch? How's it going? Oh man, I'm just getting set up. This is my first live. I'm mad excited. Actually, it's not bright enough. Let me turn that light up higher. Can you still hear me? I'm still here. Oh yeah, now you can see me. There we go. Boom. All right. Doing these fantasy rankings. Um, oh, look at that. I'm on Kick as well. What's up? What's up? All right, I don't like that hearing myself. So we getting off of that. Boom. Now I just got to set up my tickety tock. I definitely don't want to hear that echo. That's lame. All right, there we go. So, you got any questions? Oh, he left. It's all good. It's all good. Let's see. Boom. We got a goal. Oh. Let's go. Let's go with 44.25. Apply. And that's set up good. Go live. Boom. That latency is wild. All right, let's see if stuff comes through on the chat. What I'm going to do is mix this. Oh, you don't want to blend, do you? That's fine. Close that. All right. Yo, what's up? Pickles? That's Matt Random. Oh, let's go. We got some joiners up in here. All right. Oh, I got to turn that echo off. That is wild. Yo, fantasy football rankings. I got wide receivers up right now. Hit me up if you got some questions. Oh, that echo is crazy work. How do I turn that off? Join. Yo, welcome. Come on in. Let me know if you have any questions. Trying to figure out this echo situation. Oh, there we go. 101. Do I take Kyle Pitts? Yo, that's a popular pick. I would go against that personally. Give me Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, and PPR. I actually just moved him up. All right. Oh, let me get all this stuff going. Here we go. Jamar Chase, Jetta's in the same tier. Not for PPR, sorry. Allen or Lamar, 4-point. Give me Josh Allen. I could change it any time, though. Ladd or Mixon. Let me go with Ladd because Mixon's banged up. I'm concerned about that, honestly. Would you rather have the 6th pick or the 2nd pick? 6th pick. Yo, thanks for the follow, Wyatt. Let's get it. Did that come up on here? Oh, keeping track of all this stuff is going to be a mess, but I'll figure it out. London should be in tier 4. No, I think he's going to get a bunch of receptions. Thoughts on Genty? I like Ashton Genty. Let me bring up some of my animations up in here. Oh, that's gotta go. That latency is driving me nuts. All right. Thoughts on Genty? Yeah, I like Ashton Genty. I'm not really concerned about the intro situation where he wasn't really getting out there because the offensive line wasn't great. I'm not really overly concerned about it, to be frank. I think that offensive line isn't going to be great, but I do think that they're going to be a much better offense. Should I do Ladd or Mixon? Lad already did that. Unless that's a deeper question. Oh, for Swift and Reek. No. If I could pick any pick, if I could pick any pick this year, what should I go with? I mean, it depends on what you're really trying to do. I've drafted good teams from everywhere, so I'm really not upset with anything. I do like to be in the middle, so I'd say 7. If I could pick, yeah, you already did that one. Where's Calvin Ridley at? I actually moved Calvin Ridley up to tier 7. I was surprised at a couple of things. I liked what I saw in the preseason game, and I think the Rook's gonna be pretty solid. All right. I'm not. I'm probably going to CMC at 7. Yo, thanks for the follow. Oh, I gotta have my volume on. How am I gonna change this? I gotta figure. Yo, thanks for the follow. I gotta figure out how to not hear my own voice because that is going to drive me absolutely nuts. Yo, thanks for the follow, Jameer. Is that Jameer? Is that you, Jameer? Oh, just following. Boom. Johnny Main. Oh, perfect. Okay, so it does come up with the stuff over here. That sounds good. All right, so I can't see that. Dope, dope, dope. I'm doing multi-streaming for the first time, so I'm trying to figure that out. Honestly, I don't really have anybody in the other ones, so it's really just chillaxing, I guess. Who you got? Who we got? I think JSN should be higher. I don't know, man. That whole offense makes me a little nervous. I'm not overly confident that the offensive line's going to hold up. You got to also believe in Sam Darnold, which makes me nervous. Thoughts on Cortland Sutton? I think Cortland Sutton is a solid wide receiver. I have him at tier 6. I think he's going to be good, though. I like Bo Nix. Lower A.J. Brown. People tell me to lower A.J. Brown. People tell me to hire A.J. Brown. The reason I got A.J. Brown where I got him is he's the last. I moved him up because he was the last wide receiver where I feel comfortable with A.J. Brown. If A.J. Brown's my 1, I don't feel like nervous or overly concerned. Whoa. It says I'm not connected, but now I am connected. I think I'm good. All right, Sutton or Pickens? Sutton over Pickens. I have to find a way to mute that. Can I mute that? Oh, is it over here? Oh, you know what? I bet it's over here. 1 second. I need to mute that because I am hearing myself and it will drive me nuts. Hello? Hello? All right. Now we're cooking with gasoline. There we go. There we go. Okay. Questions. What about Kyron Williams? I like Kyron Williams. It makes me nervous what's going down with the quarterback, Matthew Stafford. That I am concerned about. Where's LeBron? That's cute. Why is my chat not chatting? I feel like my chat should be chatting. It's fine. I'll deal with that later. Honestly, I think A.J. Brown is overrated in fantasy. I don't have him crazy high. Yo, thanks for the follow. No. I honestly don't really have him crazy high, to be frank. I think I have him, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got him top 10. I mean, I think that's about right. How would a team from the 110 wide receivers drafting? That's a long one. I don't know. How would a team from 110, 3 wide receiver league, 12? I think that's a solid team. Running back's a little weak though. Is Terry going to get paid? I hope so. I really do. It honestly frustrates me that I haven't seen him. I haven't seen anything about him getting paid, which is like really disappointing, honestly. Why is my chat not working? Um, JSN or Garrett Wilson? JSN for sure. Yes or no? I get Walker, Ladd, and Ibuka. I give up Bucky and Ridley. You get worse at running back, better at wide receiver. So yeah, I take that. Well, hold on. You give up Bucky and Ridley. If you believe in Walker, I think that's fine. I don't really love Walker, but I think you're getting two receivers that are going to more than make up for that. Where we at? Where we at? Are you the State Farm? What is that? What people thinking of the State Farm guy? That's mad funny. Keeper Lamar Jackson in the 5th or BTJ in the 11th. Oh, give me BTJ in the 11th. Lamar Jackson could fall down to the 5th. Okay, will Travis Hunter be better than Worthy? No, I don't think so. Yes or no? I get Kittle and Brian Thomas and give up Ladd and Hawkinson. No. I'm not doing that. All right, my team is Bo Nix, Chase Brown, James Conner. Yeah, my team is Bo Nix, Chase Brown, James Conner, CD. That's a good squad. I like that. I mean, you're pretty solid at every position. And you waited on QB, which is good. Where? Let me see why this chat is being weird. Give me 1 second. Whoa, what's going on there? Why is Ibuka so low? I just moved him up. I want to move him up more. I would like more information about Chris Godwin before I move him up. Yo, what's up? Unbanned. I'm back. It feels so good to be back. I got hella water and snacks too, so I should be good for a while. Let me figure out why my multi-chat's not working. Yo, thanks for the follow. Isaiah. I'm trying to figure out something on my computer at the moment. It is actively tripping. There we go. Okay. Which round do I focus QB on? I mean, I personally don't really like to grab one of those top quarterbacks unless I'm getting a stack with Jamar Chase. I'm not really aiming for any of those guys in the first 3 rounds. If they drop to the 4th, I feel a lot more comfortable. Where's DJ Moore? DJ Moore I have in tier 6. What is Diggs' ceiling? Inconsistent wide receiver 2. Why is George Pickens so low? I don't think I have him that low. He's probably a top 24 to 30 running wide receiver. That's about where I'd have him. Where's Gibbs? Jahmyr Gibbs, running back 4. Nico too low, on track for 2K last year. Yeah, I'm concerned about the injuries on that one, but I mean, there's a world. I do like Nico though. I'm a big fan of Nico. Nico's awesome. What's your wide receiver number 1 wide receiver duo? Oh, I mean, I think that's got to be Jamar Chase and that's got to be Jamar Chase with his running mate T. Higgins. You know, that's just fire. Doesn't get much better than that. Yes or no? CD, James Conner, for Brian Thomas. How many trades are you doing with these people, bro? CD and James Conner for Brian Thomas, Kenneth Walker, and Travion Henderson. I think that's fair. What do you think about Brees? I'm gonna be honest with you. Brees Hall makes me nervous. I think they're gonna be splitting work a lot more than I would like. I think he does still have some upside, but I'm not really reaching for him, and I don't like where he's going in drafts. I give up James Cook and Kittle for Bucky. No, I don't think I'd do that. What's your team? Oh, the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Amari and Hampton. Hampton has actually moved up in my rankings. Amari and Hampton is up near James Cook now. He was previously in like a tier or two lower. Yeah, I had to move him up. He was looking good. He's looking good. Where's Swift? Tier 6. 32-man league. I got Bucky, Hampton, Waddle. That's actually crazy work. That's good. Crazy work. Yes or no, I give up. What is up with that? Yes or no, I give up Josh Jacobs and Drake London for A.J. Brown and Mason and Hampton. You give up James for a down. It's pretty much even at wide receiver. Plus a wide receiver, Mason and Hampton. I think that that's fair because you're getting 3 pieces to make up for the decrease in Josh Jacobs and Amari and Hampton. And there's a world where Amari and Hampton is just better than him. Honestly, there's a world where he's just better. Which 2 should I start for wide receiver week 1? I don't have week 1 rankings yet. I haven't even started thinking about week 1 rankings, to be honest with you. Still trying to get out my website so I can give you a draft kit. When is Mixon gonna play? That's a good question. I'm nervous. That's why I keep moving down my rankings. For y'all that have been here for a while, my dog Joe Mixon has been slowly moving down my rankings. Like every single week, I feel like he's lower and lower in my rankings. That man made me nervous. Why am I hyping Genty? I'm not really hyping Genty. He's a top 10. He's a top 10 running back drafted. He was drafted in the top 10. Every running back that's been drafted in the top 10 finishes in the top 10 in fantasy. Saquon Barkley, his rookie year, was the number 1 running back in fantasy. So, I mean, it's not outrageous for a rookie to do well in fantasy football, especially a running back. Should I TR train for good value? Should you trade Achane for good value or keep him? I mean, there's 1,000 things that depends on. I think you can keep him or you can trade him. If your team needs him, keep him. If you don't, trade him. Capitalize on value because some people have him in the top 5. Keep 2 Brown. Keep 2. Brown, Bucky, or McBride. PPR. Give me McBride and Bucky. Saquon is not Genty. I don't think you know what Genty is yet. How is the Bucks O-line? We just got banged up. We lost Kristen Wirfs. I don't know when he's going to get back. So I would say right now, solid, not anything overly impressive. But I'm honestly not an expert. JT too low, JT too low, JT too low, JT too low. I respect that. I actually really like Jonathan Taylor. I traded for him in one of my leagues, so I hope that you're right. I hope he comes in and dominates. TikToker. Oh, look at that. In a trade involving Mixon, what picks would I need to add to get Henderson? I would throw that into keep, trade, cut. I don't know what the value is of an old running back that's actively injured. Amarian too low. I just pulled Amarian up higher, honestly. Okay, you know what? Some of y'all are new to this. Actually, hold on. I wanted to answer Urban's real quick. Who's your dark horse running back? I mean, he's not a dark horse anymore, but man, Travion Henderson about to be nasty. He gonna be good. I think Amari Hampton's gonna be really good. It's just curious about the players around them and what ends up happening with them. Anybody that tells me that somebody is too low or too high, I love the feedback, but I need you to tell me, where would you put them? What tier should they be in? Because right now they're in a tier. What tier do you think they need to be in if you're moving them? Why so high on Genty with this O-line? I think he gets a bunch of passes, and I think the offense is much better. You think Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason have similar splits? I do think the splits are going to be pretty close. Let's see. All right. What else we got? Okay, here we go. Thank you. Josh Jacobs, tier 2. I mean, he's real close at this point. I like Josh Jacobs. I do think that Josh Jacobs will take a slight decrease in the sense that Jordan Love was banged up last year. I do think that they utilize him more this year. I do think they throw it more, which means would take a little bit away from Josh Jacobs. Pick 108 in a 12-man. Who you go with? Neighbors. Now show QBs. Okay. There you go. Boom. QBs. Quarterbacks. Pick 3 in an 8-man league. Depends on a lot. You can either go. I like CMC, but you can probably get him in the second. You can go Bijan Robinson or CeeDee Lamb in that order, and then come back and get. CMC. Thoughts on Bucky? I love Bucky Irving. I think that he's a great running back. I am nervous that he is going to get injured because we will use him too much, but I think he's a really great running back. Harvey got to be higher. I didn't hear a tier, so keeping it moving. Justin Fields is tier 5. I do have him in tier 5, so yes. Is Achane a good running back 1? I think he is. Smaller running backs make me nervous to have his running back 1s, but I think he'd be solid. Do wide receivers. All right, I'll move there in a second. Dak over Herbert. Yeah, Dak over Herbert. In fantasy football, yeah. I just don't think Herbert's going to have as much opportunity. Travion Henderson in the 3rd. Oh, my God. Is he really? That makes me so unhappy. I wish he was substantially lower. All right, guys. Let me see if I can figure out how to get this thing going because my chat is being weird. Multi-stream. Okay. Bo Nix or Baker this year? I'm going with Bo Nix by a hair. AJR for MVP is actually hilarious. We got Kamara or Kyron. Let me go to my running backs real quick. Kyron. And here's the wide receivers y'all were asking for. Why is Caleb so low? My man can't even get in. Caleb can't even get in for the preseason game, which is absolutely wild. Crazy work. Okay. Mixing O-line. Yeah, O-line is trash. Why Judy so low? I don't know who his quarterback's going to be. I actually get a lot of comments about Jerry Jeudy and where he is, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know who his quarterback's going to be. And that changes a lot of things for me. Lad McConkey, tier 4. He was. He was tier 4. And then he got injured. Keenan Allen got there. I think there's a lot of stuff working against my man. I'm honestly a little nervous about him, to be frank. Yo, thanks for the follow, Jordan. Where is this playlist? Yo, thanks for the follow, Donald. Tyreek is tier 9. I drafted him at 2 last year. I hate him. Yeah, it sounds like you're just letting your emotions take over, and I get that. Knicks or Baker? I have Knicks, but I think it's a coin flip. That's why they're in the same tier. Second overall. Yeah, dude. I get that. I had CMC last year, but I got CMC high this year. What's your ceiling and floor for Jags? Floor, they missed the playoffs, and they're the 3rd best team in their division. Ceiling, they win a division, and they win a playoff game. Why Rashee Rice so low? That's not what I meant to do. I currently have Rashee Rice missing 4 games in my statistics. Ibuka the future? Oh, man, I hope so. I drafted Emeka Ibuka in 2 of my dynasty leagues, and I am so happy. I cannot express how happy I am that I have him on the squad. It's amazing. Yes. Would you trade a 7th rounder for a 9th and a 12th? Probably not. Oh, 9th and a 12th. I don't think so, because you're gonna have. Thanks for the follow, SKC. I doubt it. Thoughts on Nico this year? I love me some Nico Collins. I absolutely love me some Nico Collins. I think he's gonna be great this year. He's fantastic. Daily reminder to draft Kyle Pitts. Everybody seems to keep saying it. It's a Kyle Pitts year. Do you think that Matthew Golden will be good? I think he'll be solid. I don't think he'll be overly impressive. I think that, and it's not even really have to do anything with him. It's just you got so many receivers in Green Bay that it's not going to be a like a target this dude all the time. Like, let me pull up his stuff. So you got Jaden Reed, who wants to be the number 1 wide receiver, and it's like, okay. Then you got Matthew Golden. Okay, he's the number 1 or first-round draft pick. That's great. But then you got Savion Williams. He was drafted in the 3rd, and oh yeah, they got Romeo Doubs. And then I feel like I'm forgetting one. Oh yeah, I am. Dontavian Wicks. It's like, dude, there's so many different targets there. Like, I think that he's good, but I mean, how good can you be with a committee like that? Nico, neighbors. Number 3. 103 Chase or CD over any running back. I will hear putting Bijan over CD, but I have CD outscoring Bijan, so it's really just a preference of if you like the running back position in general. Let me see. CMC or Jacob? CMC easy. CMC over Nico. I'm really high on CMC, guys. Like, let me put it this way. If I'm at 7, CMC's not getting past me. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm getting CMC in that whole range. Because I think that you can make solid arguments for the other guys just from like a safety standpoint. But after the 3 running backs are off and the 3 wide receivers are off, I mean, I don't really hear the argument for anything else, honestly. I mean, unless you just want to avoid injury, that's a perfectly reasonable take. If you don't want to deal with injury and you don't So you don't want to draft Christian McCaffrey? I have no negative words to that. I honestly don't even have an argument. Like, he could get injured. So if you don't want to deal with it, don't do it. Golfer love. Thoughts on Ricky Pearsall upside down? Honestly, Ricky Pearsall's been moving up my rankings because I don't like that Jawan Jennings isn't playing right now, and I think that Brandon Ayuk's going to go on the pup. Would you trade Henderson and Hampton for Genty and a 2026 first? I don't think so. I could see. I think they would take it. I think if you gave somebody Henderson and Hampton, they would take that. But that could be a back of the something first, and I think that both of those guys are going to be good. Sear, Kyron. And a keeper. I think Matthew Stafford's going to retire. Give me CMC. I think he's incredible. Oh, I got another question. Yo, thanks for the follow. Rocking Henry, Jacobs, Wilson, McLaurin. Thanks for the follows. Shep. McLaurin, Worthy, Judy through 6 rounds and a half PPR right now. Thoughts? I like it. I like that your running backs are solid. Henry and Jacobs, I got no complaints there. Your wide receivers, Wilson and Terry McLaurin, I'm not in love with them, but I do think they're the number ones on their team, so they're going to get the volume. So, what's it, half PPR? That's solid. Half PPR, Henry and Jacobs are both better. Jerry, Judy, Worthy. Worthy's going to get you popping in the first couple weeks because Rashee Rice is going to be out. No, I think that's a good start. Brett, good start. Nice. Could you do quarterback? Yeah, I got you. Quarterback. Boom. All right. Who else we got? Okay, so I'm going Gibbs first round. Should I pick Nico in the second? If he's still there, yeah, I like Nico Collins. I love me some Nico. Yo! Oh boy, keep London for a third or Worthy for a ninth. London's going in the second? Worthy's going in the fifth, the sixth? Give me the better player on a discount. Give me London. Kyler at 4. Yo, you are very excited about Kyler. Gotta disagree. Big 3. What? That's the big 3. It's just big meat. Bum. Rank K9. Herbert. I mean, you see my rankings. There you go. Those are the rankings right there. I got you. No problem. No problemo. All right. Who we got? If I pick Neighbors at 8th, should I go running back or wide receiver at 2? Unless you have major drop-off from the tiers, I do like going running back, wide receiver. Yo, thanks for the follow, user 947. I do like going back and forth on wide receiver and running back if I can. You put your own QB at 4? Nope, I did not actually. I put my QB at, what was that, 8th? What would I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I put Baker at 9, so I don't know what that meant. Big 3? Do you mean pick 3? Pick 3. Achane, Henry, Kamara. Oh, or Bijan Kyron. Oh, give me Bijan Kyron. Yeah, give me Bijan Kyron and Brown. B-Rob. Don't know what that means. Sorry. Marion over Brown has so much potential that will be O-line even without Slater. I think I understand what that means. Yeah, I love Omarion Hampton. I'm just probably not as actively high on him as some other people are, but I like him. Who we got? Here we go. Oh, Bijan Robinson. Yep. You like JSN this year? Honestly, JSN makes me nervous. I'm going to be honest with you. JSN makes me a bit nervous. It's not his fault. I just am nervous that Sam Darnold is not going to be that dude. Like, that O-line sucks, and they want to run the ball. So if Kenneth Walker can stay healthy, I think that they're going to utilize him. I mean, same thing with Zach Charbonnet. I mean, to that point. Gibbs and Achane or Saquon and Puka. Gibbs and Achane or Saquon and Puka. Ooh. I got Saquon and Puka because I like both of them more than the other two, to be frank. Can I decrease the size of this thing? No, I cannot. Oh, running backs. All right. I hear you. I got you. That's my bad. CD, Jefferson, Amon-Ra, better than Chase? I mean, I vehemently disagree with that for fantasy. Yo, what's up, Jacob? How's it going? Why Connor so low? I don't think Connor's that low. I got him at tier 4. That's not bad. Is Devontae Adams worth ADP? He makes me nervous more and more by the day, to be honest with you. Every day I get more and more nervous about that man. Every day. Best viewers. Oh, is this just from that chat? Oh, this is just from... Sorry, I'm doing multi-streaming for the first time, and I got a comment, and I'm like, why is that like that? And it's some scam. Anyways, Bucky should be tier 2. That's wild. Sorry. Would you pick Chase Brown at 304 in a 10-man? I think I would go with different running backs above him. Chuba in tier 3. Thank you for picking the tier, saying it with your chest. I appreciate you. Say it with your chest. I disagree, but you said it with your chest. I'm being honest, CMC should be 2, and I'm a Niners fan. He missed most of the season, but I love 23. I mean, I respect that, but I statted him out for 17 games, and if he plays 17 games, he's going to be the best. Honestly, that's really what it comes down to. Thanks for resoagliting Chase Brown. No idea what that means. No worries. Thoughts on Kenneth at flex? That man makes me nervous. While he's on the field, he's going to be fire, though. Thoughts on Rashee Rice? I currently have Rashee Rice missing 4 games in my stats. So if he can, if he can stay healthy, or not stay healthy, if he can avoid being suspended for 4 games, he'll definitely go up. Hold on, I'm trying to find my other stream. There we go. All right, cool. Is Bucky and Taylor good? Yes, that is a great running back combo. I actually have Bucky and Taylor in one of my dynasty leagues. I traded for both of them. Let's get it. Oh, you meant respecting. That makes way more sense. Yes, I put a little bit of respect on his name. Yes. Yo, thanks for the follow. I need to make that larger. I can't see who that is. Yo, thanks for the follow. K2. Thanks for the follow, Cincy Sports. All right, I need to move this to the side because I can't see nothing. I want to see my peoples. All right, there we go. Okay, now I should be able to see. Thanks for the follow, N. Thanks for the follow, Alan. Thanks for the follow, Jack. Let's go. Thanks for the follow, Tommy. Thanks for the follow, KK. KK? I think that's how you say that. What's up? Do you have safety? I don't do defense. Yo, thanks for the follow, XX Charge. Thanks for the follow, Jacobs. Yo, you know what's bad, actually? I've talked to y'all about doing the defenses, and I had the ranks, too. Dang it. Thanks for the follow, Phil. All right. Cool. Yo, thanks for the follow, Lanny World. All right, all right. Actually, I wonder if I can. Nah, bump that. All right, let's answer some more questions. Who's your favorite quarterback going in 2026 season? Yo, thanks for the follow, Jackson. I'm assuming you mean like next year? I don't know. You mean not this year? Um, I think that Patrick Mahomes balls out and gets back into his glory days. Thoughts on DK? Um, I'm kind of whatever about him because I don't really love Aaron Rodgers. Thanks for the follow, Jacob. Thoughts on Warren? Warren has been moving up my rankings in the last 2 weeks. I've been a big fan. Tyler Warren, I got you. Oh, you meant this season. Thanks for the follow, Max. I like Kyler, though he threw an ugly pick the other day. Thanks for the follow, Drake. Thanks for the follow, Joey. Thoughts on Trayvon Henderson? I love him. He looks great. Thanks for the follow, Tello Man. 109. Patrick Mahomes or Stroud? First off, that's wild. Neither one of them I would expect to go that high. I assume that's a 2 quarterback. If I had to pick between the two, give me Patrick Mahomes all day. It's not even particularly close, to be frank. Thanks for the follow, Jacob. I picked up Gibbs and Achane. Thoughts? I mean, you like small, fast running backs. You got 2 of them. They're good. Let me get a little bit of kombucha. Is this? Yeah. Pineapple mango. It's a sparkling probiotic. Thanks for the follow, Jacob. Thanks for the follow, Logan. All right, who's my favorite quarterback this season? I mean, if you're gonna take one of the top 4, you could probably go with Jaden Daniels or Jalen Hurts. But if you're gonna wait, how I would like to wait, Dak late is good, but I really cannot stand that schedule. Justin Fields is a fantastic sleeper. Big fan of that. Why does he have 2, none, 2? Why does he have none, 2? I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. CMC or CD. For safety purposes, I think you could pick CD, but I love me some CMC. CMC at 7 in a 10-man PPR, good pick. Yes, it is. Unless you scared. If you scared, I get it. No shade. It says that I'm less connected, but I seem connected. Okay, so what do we got here? CD over Gibbs, easy money. Give me CD Lamb over Jahmyr Gibbs. That is easy money. Chase Brown disrespects makes no sense. It's so funny because someone just came in literally 30 seconds ago, was talking about how much I respected Chase Brown, so that's weird. Garrett Wilson or Drake London. Drake London, and it's not particularly close. Thanks for the follow, Evan. Jaden Daniels, first round pick, 7, super flex. I personally don't like it, but if you're gonna pick a quarterback, I think that he's the 4th best quarterback this year, so I think that's fine. I personally don't like drafting quarterbacks that high. Thanks for the follow, Jackson. Thoughts on Jamar Chase? Jamar Chase is the best fantasy football wide receiver in the league. Why did Jalen have number 2? He doesn't have number 2. Jalen Hurts is 3. He's in tier. Are you asking why he's in tier 2? Thoughts on Bo Nix in the 7th round? I like that. I think that's around ADP, right? Um, he's going. Where is he at? Bo Nix in the 7th. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think grabbing him in the 7th is fine. Why is Hall over Hubbard? Honestly, that whole area could get jumbled around. But I don't know how I feel about Chuba Hubbard because I kind of feel like that offense might be getting a little better. I really, really liked what I saw out of where are we at? I really like what I saw out of Bryce Young, and I thoroughly enjoyed that they were going to Tetaroa McMillan like as often as possible. Basically, I thought that was cool, and I do think that offense will be better. Brees Hall could be coming down. I don't know if Chuba Hubbard would be going up by a lot, but I could see Brees Hall coming down. Thoughts on CD at 105? I think that's a steal because I think he could probably go 102 or 103. No, his number was 2. I don't know what you're talking about, K-Edit. I'm sorry, bud. I don't know what that means. No, his number was 2. Whose number was 2? Are you talking about like on the jersey? Fins up. Good luck. I'm nervous for y'all, honestly. Oh shoot. Sorry. Hey, 1 second. I spilled my drink. Lord. Got probiotic all over my desk. Gibbs, Bijan over Gibbs. Give me Bijan Robinson over Jahmyr Gibbs. Show wide receiver, I got you. Where's Henderson? I don't have him on this thing right now. Jalen Hurts' number was 2. He's number 1, though. Okay, thank you. I understand now. I think I was getting mixed up. Thoughts on Njoku? I like Njoku. I would love him if I knew who the quarterback was, but I think from a talent standpoint, he's incredible. Sanders or Dart? If you're safe, go Dart, but I personally think Sanders will be in the league probably longer. I just think he's going to be good. I don't think he's going to be incredible. I think he's going to be solid, though. Hampton Henry duo. That's a good duo. Old with young. Nico or Amon-Ra at 7. I have Amon-Ra. 10 man if Chase Brown gets taken before me, who should I take at 308? I do not have that draft up. 1 second. Let me figure that out. Is there a tight ends list? Yes, there is a tight ends list. There you go. Sign in. What do you mean? Since when is my sleeper signed out? What in the world? Continue to web. What is happening? Sorry, weird stuff was going on with my sleeper account. That was crazy. Who do I take at 110? Give me Nico or CMC. Where's Gibbs in running back? Running back 4. Jahmyr Gibbs is running back 4 in my rankings. Bucky or Achan? Give me Achan, but I honestly, Achan makes me nervous. Okay, Pitts needs to be higher. Okay, yeah, it's a Pitts here. Who should I take? 105. If CD's there, you can still take CD. Where do you rank CMC? He's my running back number 1, but he's going in the second round, so you can get him. If you can get CMC in the second round, that's just disgusting. Mike T, I got you. Running backs. There you go. Hey, my YouTube fam. I see you over there. You got any questions? Hit me up. I'm checking the chat. I see one in there. All right. Thoughts on Lamb, Evans, McCourty, trio. Oh, that's a good receiving core. I like that. Can I DM my roster and you can give a feedback? I mean, eventually. I'm definitely not doing it right now. Derrick Henry at the 109, half PPR, 12-man reaching. A bit. It's half PPR, so I do think that it's not unreasonable for him to be up there. I just don't have him up there. That being said, half-point PPR, he definitely gets a lot more valuable in there. I don't think it's a crazy reach. No, I don't think that's a reach. I think that's fine. Sorry, I've been in a PPR mindset, but in half point, it's not bad. Yo, thanks for the follow, Mr. Cross. All right, thoughts on Justin Fields? I like Justin Fields. I think he's going to be a good quarterback that will run the ball a decent amount. How long have I been on? 50 minutes? That's not bad. PPR? Yeah, PPR, points per reception. I'm taking CD over Gibbs, and it's not particularly close in that one. You a Broncos fan? No, I am not a Broncos fan. I'm a Bucks fan. Tampa Bay. Nico, Neighbors, Sun God, Puka at the 109 or 107. Give me the Sun God, Neighbors, Nico, Puka. That's my order. Finish Joe Mixon isn't 20 to 30 range. Or finally, Mixon isn't 20 to 30 range. Honestly, Joe Mixon will continue to drop down until he starts practicing again, and I'm a little nervous about him. My dad's a Bucks fan. Let's go! Let's go! Bucks fans in the house. It's been a tough road for us Bucks fans. I ain't even gonna lie. Def too high. That's mad random. Thanks for the follow, Frankie. 8-man league. One keeper. Pick 101. CD in the second. McBride in the 7th. Bijan in the 16th. Oh my God. Or BTJ in the 16th. BTJ in the 16th is absolutely disgusting. Do that one. That's crazy work. Who would you trade for in tier 3? Like dynasty or redraft? That changes a lot. Probably Josh Jacobs followed by Kyron if you're talking about dynasty. They have the contract at the lead dogs already. Jonathan Taylor has the contract, but that offense is trash. Move Derrick Henry up? No, thank you. Not in PPR. All right. What else we got here? Rashee Rice and Reed. In redraft, sure, because he's going to be missing time. In Dynasty, no. I think Tyrone Tracy's going to lose his job, and Jaden Reed is definitely not better than Rashee Rice. Bro, is my sliming out the next person who puts Henry over CMC? Bro, for real, what is up with people putting Henry over CMC? Unless you're talking about health. Health is really the only actual argument for not putting CMC very high. It's really the only actual argument. CD, DK, McMillan, Ridley, Pearsall receiving core. I think that's a solid receiving core. Or it hasn't been good in 2 years. I mean, you mean 2 years ago when he was? You mean he was injured 1 year? So you mean last year he was bad, and then the year before that he was great, and then the year before that he was great. So yeah, he got injured last year. I mean, you're not saying anything that's rocket science, duh. If you had Jacoby and Dobbins, what running back do you think you would trade for? I have no idea. Um, you could probably throw both of those. I mean, depends on that if that person needs an old running back. J.K. Dobbins is old, so like I'm not really valuing him much for long term. Also, is this redraft or dynasty? I'm hoping it's dynasty because I don't know what people are trying to, or I don't know how much you're gonna get for Jacoby and um, J.K. Rate my team in the order I drafted from a Nico CMC Kittle. Nice. AK 41, DJ Moore, Tet, Ridley, Nix. I like that team. I like that team a lot, actually. Getting Nico and CMC is really good. You have a top 3 tight end, and I think that he is a great tight end this year. Not in love with AK 41, but Alvin Kamara. Sorry, I actually am in love. I like him. DJ Moore, Tet, and Ridley. I think those receivers have some upside. Not huge fan of DJ Moore, but I do think he'll be fine. And then Knicks. Yeah, Dean. I think that's a really good draft. Nice. Well done. You like Breece Hall this year? I'm not the biggest fan of Breece Hall this year. I think he's going to be splitting work in a committee, and I'm already not in love with the offense. I like running backs on good offenses, and I don't think that's going to be a good offense. Let's see what we got here. Are you worried about JSN going to the outside or facing number 1 corners now, or do you not care? I'm not. Okay, so that's actually not why I'm nervous about JSN. I'm more nervous about JSN with the surrounding factors. I'm concerned with everybody keeps telling me he's going to get peppered with targets, but bad offensive line, quarterback that gets scared, and a team that wants to run the ball makes me nervous. Also, they brought in Cooper Kupp, who does the same things that he does. They like run the same routes, so I'm not. They're not really complimentary. So unless he's gonna learn from him, I'm like, what are we doing here? JT, Bucky, Walker, Charbonnet, Bigsby, and Scattaboo running back core. That's a good running back core. I like that. Do you think Pollard could be their 5 now? Tier could be tier 5 now that Tajay Spears. Yes, actually. I have not moved him up yet, but I do believe that Tajay Spears has a high ankle sprain, so I could definitely see moving Tony Pollard up. High ankle sprains are not fun, and they take some recovery time. So even if Tajay Spears does come back, I do think he can come back hampered. That would lead Tony Pollard to get some work. Why Chuba so low? I'm not a big believer in the offense in general. Raiders party. Yo, Raiders haven't been happy in a minute. I'm happy for you. How do you have Scattaboo over Tracy? I think that he's a better running back. Braylon Allen. I do think that Braylon Allen's going to get some work, which is why I think that Breece Hall is going to lose some work. Who would you prefer building around in the 104? I know that he got a lot of touches last year, but Saquon Barkley is still a beast. And I tend to like to build around running backs more than wide receivers, but I think he can go either way, honestly. Got CMC, Kamara, Kyron as my running backs. Oh man, that's great. I like that a lot. I think that if healthy, that's going to be one of the best running back trios in the league. Bo Nix, Bucky, CD, DK, Nakua, Walker. Oh, man, Broncos defense is good. That's a good roster. Jack, good job. Hampton or Kamara. Half point. Let me check my half point stats. Kamara, Hampton, half point PPR. I have Kamara 2 spots above Hampton in half point. Probably because I have Alvin Kamara catching 66 balls versus Amari and Hampton catching 34. What about Kenneth? Do you think he will be good this year? He's my running back too. I think if he stays healthy, he's explosive and he should be good. I think his stuff really comes down to health. So he's got like the CMC situation. If you believe he's going to be healthy, I think he's going to be pretty good. Got Achan, JT, Kamara, Neighbors. I like that. How do I feel about Ted McMillan in the second half of the season? Honestly, I feel good for him in the first and second half of the season. I liked what I saw in preseason. I liked that he wasn't afraid to sling it to him. I thought that was good. Calvin Ridley or Jaden Reed? Calvin Ridley for Jaden Reed? No, I don't want Jaden Reed, honestly. I don't think Jaden Reed is overly impressive, to be frank. I think he can be explosive and like win you a week, but he's not consistent, nor will he be. I have CMC, Kenneth, but they both will maybe get hurt. But I have Charbonnet. Yeah, I mean, that's possible. And they could get hurt. It's fantasy football. I mean, it's NFL football, obviously, real life. But, yeah, they could definitely get hurt. I'm not predicting it, but they could. Who should I start in wide receiver to McLaurin or DK? Also, give me 1 second. I don't have... Whoa, why are you trying to cancel me? What's happening? There we go. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Okay, so what we're going to do... 1 second. Let's... This overlay is getting in the way. Perfect. I was having that for the YouTube, but no one's watching it over there, so they'll be fine. All right. What do we got? Okay, Ginty, 3rd tier, and Chase Brown, tier 2. Thank you for saying the tier, saying it with your chest. No. I do understand why you want Chase Brown higher. I do think that he's going to be that guy in a really good offense with a really terrible defense. I just think Achan is, or not Achan. I think Ginty is going to be better than that. What do you think about Cooks this year? I think he's going to have. 1 second. James Cook is going to have massive reduction in touchdowns this year. He had like 18 or something crazy last year. He ain't doing that again. Can you see wide receivers? Absolutely. There you go. Swift was in the middle. I can't remember. Tataroa McMillan over Ibuka. Though I love me some Ibuka. I love me some Ibuka. McConkey tier 5? Yep. I do have Lad McConkey in tier 5. Yo, thanks for the follow, Reese. I dropped him down. I dropped him down like 8 spots. He's banged up. Keenan Allen's back. Team wants to run the ball. Makes me nervous. Where's Puka? Puka is tier 3. Stephon Diggs, tier 9. What do you think about this team in the 12-man? Baker, Achane, Jinty, JSN, Wilson, Joku, Monty. I think that's pretty solid. I like the running backs, and I think everything else is good. Thanks for the follow, Nico. Somebody asked me something about Rashee Rice. I have Rashee Rice in tier 9 because I think he gets suspended for 4 games. What do you think about Swift? I'm not a fan of Swift in general. I don't think that he's overly good. You came a long way from the first live. Keep it up. Yo, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love all the animations and stuff. I can finally do a little flexing, which is nice. Who was that? Hold on. I gotta find my boy. Yeah, that's Joe. Yo, what's up, Joe? My dog. All right. I remember the first 3. Yeah, it's definitely getting better. Live is weird. It's a weird thing to sit in front of people and just, I don't know, talk to them live about football. It's crazy. 12-man Herbert, Bijan. Oh, goodness gracious, so many. Yo, Fantasy's Finest. What's up, my boy? How's it going? Yo, we still got to link up. You're the chillest person streaming fantasy, not gonna lie. Appreciate you, Max. Appreciate you. I'm trying to be chill, man. I'm trying. There's so much content I need to get out to y'all. I'm balancing going live and getting my stuff together. I was just about to comment that. Yo, man. It's good to see you. It's been a minute. We definitely got to link up. Who should I start in wide receiver 2? You available next week to jump on a pod? Yeah, I can jump on a pod next week. Just let me know when in advance so I can schedule that around it. I'll record. You got a Discord? You are like the second person that said that to me. One of my good friends, I just saw him the other day, told me I need to get a Discord. No, but I'm gonna get one and I'm gonna put it in my account. That's a mission I have for today. I gotta get that going. Thank you so much for reminding me. I can't remember who it was. What did you? Wait, hold on. It was you, my boy. Yo, that's Joe. Bro, you need one immediately. I feel you. I agree. I agree. I do need one. Like right meow. Right meow. I'll do it when I get off. I'll make a Discord. I'll put it in my what is it that people say? Link in my bio. Jinty's O-line looks terrible. Facts. They did look really bad. I'm not gonna lie. Chase Brown averaged 20.8 points from the time that he took over the job. He did ball out last year. Jack, if that's McMillan. Yo, thanks for the follow, Sanders. I'm not. Finest. Is he talking about McMillan, or am I missing that as Tataroa McMillan? I still have Tet McMillan below DK, but I wouldn't be surprised if Tet outscored DK. I think the DK is above just because I know him more. Ollie Gordon. Go Bucks! Yay! What's up? What's up? Go Bucks! Who should I start at wide receiver? I don't have rankings for week 1 yet. I've not even looked or began to stat out anything for week 1. I need to get y'all drafted right first before I start hooking y'all up with the week 1 stuff. I honestly have never actually done weekly rankings for week. I've never done weekly rankings during the season. I don't even know if I'm gonna have time for all that, but I'll try. But he looked good that postseason. Yo, thanks for the follow, Andre. Why is Diggs so low? I'm concerned about a lot of things. The offense, whether or not he's going to stay healthy. I do think that he'll be the number 1. What that's worth is going to be interesting. How you feel about Nico Collins? I love me some Nico Collins. Nico Collins is a baller. He is just that dude. Yo, thanks for the follow, Hayden. League winners exist in tier 6. Thanks for the follow, Maddie. I think that Jameson Williams has league winner opportunity. DK, if DK scores 12 touchdowns, he'd win. He could win you a league. I don't think he will, but he could. Oh God. Tier. Would you trade Chase for Ashton and Drake London? Ooh. Would I trade Jamar Chase in Dynasty or redraft? That matters. Dynasty or redraft? If y'all ask me for trade advice, I'm happy to do it. Just I need to know Dynasty or redraft because that completely changes everything. Somebody wanted tight ends. I got you. Redraft. Would I trade Jamar Chase for Drake London and Ashton Genty? I think I probably would. I think I would because you're getting 2 good options. And I don't think that either one of them could be the number 1 overall, but I do think that them combined, especially if it's a bigger league and you get more spaces to start, wow, Kyle Pitts tier 5. Bro, Unc, why is Jerry Jeudy so low? Jerry Jeudy doesn't have a quarterback. Your uncle has spoken. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a 12-teamer. Yeah, I think it's fair because Drake London, Ashton Genty, I just think both of them are really good. I think both of them will be really good. Jamar Chase is just safer. He's safer than both of them, obviously. Puka top 5? No, thank you. No. I actually don't have Puka. Shoot, Puka's not in my top 10 for overall picks. Yo, thanks for the follow, Warren. If we're just talking for wide receivers, and yeah, he is, but where's Tyler Warren? Right here. He's in his college picture. Yeah, I can rate this 12-man team. Kyler, Genty, Chase Brown, Jettas, Garrett, Wilson, Amarian. I give you a B+. I don't see any real flaws. Oh, where's your tight end, though? I don't know your tight end. I get a B until I find out your tight end. Wide receiver list, I got you. Let me zoom out. Bam, there you go. Hey, YouTube. I see you too. Let me know if you got any questions down in the comments. Let's get it. Talk about Kyron Williams, Bucky Irving. You know how we do. Man knows ball. Y'all know it. Got Bowers, Moss. Oh yeah, you're good. You're good, Keaton. You're good. All right, Smitty tier 4. Smitty tier 4. Oh, there's a gnat in here somewhere. He flew away. Tier 4 is actually aggressive. No, I couldn't do that. That's up way too high. How do you feel about Tyreek? I was feeling a lot better about Tyreek about a week ago. And then everybody keeps opening their mouths. Like, Tua seems like he's cranky about Tyreek Hill. The coach got a couple things to say. Tyreek, quit on his team and stuff. From a talent standpoint, I like Tyreek Hill. Jordan Addison, tier 7. Not with a 3-game suspension, he's not. If he wasn't getting suspended, yeah, but he's getting suspended, so nah, can't do it. Can't do it. Not gonna be able to do it. Where's Gibbs? Running back 4, tier 1. What do you think about Colston Loveland? I think that he's got a shot, but there's a lot of mouths to feed, so he's going to be inconsistent. Could Ridley be a league winner? Prior to yesterday, I would have said absolutely not. After yesterday, Calvin Ridley's been moving up my little draft board the other day. He was actually down here like a day ago. He has moved up from tier 9 to tier 7. Not yesterday. It was 2 days ago, Saturday. I really liked how much they were targeting him. I liked the looks, and I thought that Cam Ward looked good. One of the things that was holding me back from liking Calvin Ridley was the fact that I didn't know how I'd feel about Cam Ward, and I thought Cam Ward looked good. I have Zay Flowers lower because I think Zay Flowers is overrated as a wide receiver in fantasy football. He doesn't really do anything overly impressive. They don't use him in the red zone or the end zone. When they get in close, they run it with Derrick Henry, which makes perfect sense. If you had Derrick Henry, wouldn't you run it in with him too? So, I personally think that Zay Flowers is overrated. Not a big fan. For fantasy. Talk about Cooper Kupp. All right, give me a second. Cooper Kupp is interesting for me. So I think that Cooper Kupp has shown that the last couple of years he's gotten worse and worse at man coverage, and he's still good at zone coverage. Now, I don't know how this offense is going to use him, because I would think that they'd use him kind of how they're using JSN, but you don't really want two players doing the same thing. So if the world has decided that Cooper Kupp is now a wide receiver 2 and not a wide receiver 1, maybe he doesn't get the best corner. Maybe he gets the second best corner. He's the one player that I have that could easily go up or down. I'm trending towards down, but at the moment, I'm going to hold. Does Evans have much offense, or we keeping... Oh, hold on. Does Evans have too much offense, or will he keep producing? He'll get at least 1,010 touchdowns. He'll get you 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Rasheed over Worthy has to be rage bait. Worthy's getting suspended most likely for 4 games or more. Could be up to 6 or 8. Yo, how is Nico not tier 2? Honestly, I don't think I have him with anywhere close to as many receptions as I think those other guys have. Where's Jordan Addison? I have him tiered 10 because he's getting suspended for 3 games for sure. Will Mike Evans get his 1,000? Yo, thanks for the follow, Coop. Will Mike Evans get his 1,000 yards? You already know Mike Evans will get his 1,000 yards because every single year Mike Evans gets his 1,000 yards. Thanks for the follow, Adam. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is tier 2 quarterback 5. Thanks for the follow, Adam. Are you trading Neighbors? Yo, thanks for the follow. Cards of Cards. That's an interesting name. Neighbors and Irving for Bijan and ooh. Thanks for the follow, L. Thanks for the follow. Are you okay, B? Ooh, I think that's fair. I would take Bijan. He's the best player out of that deal. Who should I trade Worthy for? I have no idea. Drew, thanks for the follow, Drew. Why is Judy so low? I have no idea who his quarterback is, and no one seems to be able to know who that question is, including the team. Thanks for the follow, JRT. Let's get it. If Addison wasn't suspended, where would he be? He would be probably tier 8, I think. CMC, Devontae Adams, and Mike Evans. Oh, for Mike Evans and Bijan. Thanks for the follow. CMC and Adams for Mike Evans and Bijan. I like Mike Evans more than I like Devontae Adams. Though I like CMC more than I like Bijan, it's not that far. So I would probably say I would take Bijan and Mike Evans. Puka is better than Amon-Ra. Not for fantasy football this year. What you think about Terry? I think that they need to pay that man his money. That's what I think. Like, what are we doing here? Like, Washington, come on. What are you doing? Pay this man his money. Terry McLaurin has been a good soldier. Now, pay him what he owe. You gonna pay him what he owes, Santa? Thanks for the follow, Frankie. Stephon Diggs is tier 9. 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 Chase for Nico, Evans, and Brees. I mean, sure. I don't think I'd do it though. I think it's fair. I just don't know if. I mean, you're just getting an assortment of pieces at that point. Where's Pickens? Pickens is tier 8. GP too low? Nah, GP just right. Judy at 9. Yes, I don't like their quarterback. Or not their quarterbacks. I don't know their quarterback. I have no idea who their quarterback's going to be. JJ is in the same tier as Chase. Not for fantasy football, he's not. JP at 8 is actually wild. I mean, I don't think it's that wild. I don't think that he's been overly impressive. And I think he's going to be a solid number 2. Perfect list. Hey. Kai said, thanks for the follow. All right, what else we got? Bijan or Jamar. Thanks for the follow. Jamar Chase is number 1 overall. DK is tier 6. I think Diggs gonna be great. That makes one of us. Thanks for the follow, Nordy. Oh, Lad gonna be worst or least wide receiver 10. I disagree. I ain't gonna lie. He might be on my bust list. Thanks for the follow, Gavin. Terry McLaurin to the Ravens. They wouldn't utilize him. They never utilize their running backs properly or wide receivers properly. Go Hawks is random. Why Neighbors over Amon Ra? Why Neighbors not over Amon Ra? Because he's never been over Amon Ra in fantasy football. Can thanks for the follow, Randy. Higgins is gonna do wild numbers. Think of all the support defense will give to Chase. I think that that's a fair thought process. I do think that I still think Chase is going to be great, but I think Higgins is going to be excellent if he can stay on the field. It's not the problem with T. Higgins has never been how good he is. It's always been whether or not he can, whether or not he's, whether or not he's on the field. Running back list, Mateo, I got you. Boom. Where's Tet McMillan? I'm on running back list now. I see that. It's right here. This is the running back. These are running backs. All right, what else we got? First pick in my league, I usually go running back thoughts. I think locking yourself into a strategy like that is just a setup for disaster. I don't think anybody should ever just sign up for, I'm guaranteed to go running back. Like, I won't even look at anything else. I think that you should take the best player available. CMC at 1 is crazy. Yep. Okay. Until it happens again. I saw that the first time. Hall did me dirty last season. Yo, Hall did a lot of people dirty last season. I feel that. Ashton Genty Glaze, I would disagree. I think that he's a top running back drafted in the top 10. They always finish in the top 10. Jamar Chase, first pick, yes. Why is Tracy so low? Because I have Cam Scatterboo taking over that backfield. Thoughts on Travion Henderson? I really like Travion Henderson. I think that he's a really good running back, and I think that don't know why that came up. And I think that he's going to take over that backfield pretty quickly, but I do think Ramondre Stevens is going to be involved till he starts fumbling. Explain why McCaffrey is at number 1. Because when he's healthy, he's the best running back in football. I mean, it's pretty simple. If you look at any game log, if he plays the season, he's the best. I mean, he's going to catch 70 balls or more. The offense doesn't have, you know what? Since people are talking all this noise about CMC, I'll give you some of my attention. Brock Purdy is a solid quarterback, but he needs people to throw it to. Brandon Ayuk is probably starting the year off on the pup, and that's not good. Thanks for the follow, John. Deebo Samuel is gone, so you don't have to worry about him. Juwan Jennings is trying to get a contract, also not healthy at the moment. Ricky Pearsall is getting better, but he's no Jamar Chase. And yeah, I like George Kittle, but everything can't go to Ricky Pearsall and George Kittle, so it's going to go to Christian McCaffrey. If it goes to Christian McCaffrey, he's going to catch like 70 balls. So if your argument is anything other than injury, then we can have an argument. But I'm not arguing injury with y'all. Thanks for the follow, Cole. If you don't want to draft CMC because he can get injured, I promise you, I totally get it. And I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, do not care. I don't care, like at all. Because I think that it's reasonable. If you don't want to put someone that you think is going to be injured on your roster, I think that is unbelievably logical. It's very reasonable to not want to do something that you think could hurt you in the future. So don't draft him. I'm not telling you to. I promise. But if you ask me why I think he's going to score the most points, it's because I stat out every player for 17 games. And Christian McCaffrey, if he plays 17 games, will be the best running back in football. Period. Because that's just how that is. He makes sense. CMC got drafted. If you want to, man. If you don't want to draft him, I promise you. I don't care. Like at all. Like not even a teeny weeny bit. You do not have to draft that man. I promise. I just felt bullied. Why do you feel bullied? I don't want to bully. Hey. I don't want to bully nobody. I don't want nobody to feel uncomfortable. I want everybody to feel happy and have a good day. But honestly, I get a lot of, CMC, I can't believe UFC. If your argument is injury, that's fine, bro. That's fine. Wrap it up. We got work tomorrow morning. We got work. I'm I got work tomorrow morning. I'm here for you, the people. Why Henry not tier 1? I think he catches like 20 balls. Which in PPR, he's lower. If it was standard, he'd be like running back 1. It's crazy work. CMC bounce back year, I agree. James Cook too low. James Cook is having a major touchdown regression this year. I do not think that he is going to be on there for. I don't think he's going to score anywhere close to the same amount of touchdowns. No Travion Henderson. Henderson is tier 5. Okay, thanks. Chubb. Chubb is tier 10, the last one. Gibbs or Bijan? Give me Bijan Robinson over Gibbs. Good night. Good night, Mateo. I'll see you next time, bud. Unk's still going to be here. Old man still in the house. Thoughts on RJ Harvey, I assume. RJ Harvey, I'm slightly concerned that he's behind. I'm slightly concerned that he is behind J.K. Dobbins, but I think that he's going to be okay. I think it's going to be one of those he starts off light and then just gets better as the year goes on. That's how rookies tend to do it. Thoughts on Monty? I think Monty is too low. Oh, you might be new. If you're new, if you say somebody should be higher or lower, put in what tier you actually think they should be in, because I want y'all to say it with y'all chest. I'm out here giving out rankings. Say it with your chest. Oh, so-and-so should move up. So-and-so should move down. Give me where they should go so I can figure out how madness y'all are so we can talk some noise. Let's go Bucks. Let's go Bucks. Tampa Bay, baby. CMC tier 10 is crazy work. People draft before week 4 preseason. I don't think there is a week 4 technically anymore, but yeah, people do. Yo, thanks for the coins, Mateo. Thoughts on Tracy? I think Tracy is a fine running back that will lose his job gracefully. Bucky will finish top 5. That's crazy work. If Bucky finishes top 5, this trade I made to get him is going to look absolutely insane. It's going to look absolutely insane because I got him and Jonathan Taylor in a trade last year, and I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad. Could argue Kyron tier 2 because of his goal line. Yeah, but I could flip that argument and say Kyron Williams isn't going to get to the goal line if Matthew Stafford is in there. I'm concerned about Stafford. I am worried. You know what? Let me talk about that one. I'm becoming increasingly worried about Matthew Stafford. Back issues are nothing to joke with. I personally have had back problems, and I'm afraid to sneeze. Seriously. And he about to get hit by grown men. I'm nervous about that. I'm nervous about it for Puka Nacua. He's dropped down my rankings a little bit. Kyron Williams hasn't been hit too much yet, but I do expect that to be coming soon. And then Devontae Adams is dropping down my rankings as well. All 4 of those dudes coming down my rankings. And it all has to do with Matthew Stafford. And, yo, thanks for the follow, Tolly. Here's the thing about Matthew Stafford. He could be fine going into the season and get hurt a couple weeks in, and he will play through it. They just not going to be as good and explosive. Well, speaking of bad back, Lord, my back is killing me. Oh, all right. Oh, chat. Bro, I got signed up for a fantasy football league this season, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Yo, I feel you. I got you. So, first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna check out my fantasy football or how to play fantasy football on my channel. That's easy work. Yo, thanks for the follow, babe. Or bio. So first, that's what you need to do. Then you got to figure out what the rules are and what the rankings are. So I got my rankings right here. So if you're brand new, these are running back tiers. When you draft based on tiers: quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, and you cross players out as you draft them and take the players in the highest tiers. Most important, wide receiver, running backs. Draft quarterbacks mid to late rounds. Bada bing, bada boom. You got this. Also, I'm here if you have any questions. Sup, Tony? What it do, baby? All right, thoughts on Ford. I actually really like Ford. I think Jerome Ford is a really great grab, mainly because he's going super late. Thanks for the follow, Shrieker. What are some reasons I feel good about Ginty? Every running back that's been drafted in the top 10 in the last 10 years has finished in the top 10 in fantasy football. 3 of them have finished top 5 or higher. I think Saquon Barkley, as a rookie, was the best running back in football, so I'm not overly concerned. He also went to a terrible Giants team. Let's go Bucks! I got Bucky, Chase Brown, and Amari Hampton. Very young, still very good. Why Hampton so low? No, why Hubbard so low? He's at least tier 4. People really like him. I'm actually really surprised that people like him as much. My back is actually hurting. I got my I feel like I'm getting my Matthew Stafford on, but I'm gonna throw this on my back. Whew. There we go. All right, Unc needed to fix his back because I'm old. Jameson Williams. Another Williams. I think he's explosive. I like it. Picasso. I got Bijan, CMC, and Chuba. That's crazy work. See, people letting that happen, that's going to be a problem in your league. Good job. Ibuka going to be a stud? He is going to be a stud. I'm very, very, very excited for Emeka Ibuka. I drafted him in 2 of my dynasty leagues, and I could not believe he fell to me in one of them. I got him at like pick 8 in a league. I had 2 Bucks fans ahead of me. I was like, he's definitely going. What do you think about James Cook what makes you think James Cook won't score touchdowns? Because most of his career he didn't score touchdowns. You know what? Let's do a little show and tell. All right, what do we need? Running backs. This is my grading system. James Cook. All right. James Cook. Let's look right here. Touches, C+. Opportunities, C+. Yards, B-. A+ in touchdowns. The year before that, C-. The year before that, D. What do you mean? Why do I think he's not going to score touchdowns? Because he normally doesn't score touchdowns. He's normally not a high touchdown scorer. He had like 16 to 18 touchdowns last year. That was crazy work. His first 2 years. Yeah, that's how. I don't even understand why that's a funny comment. Yeah, his first 2 years. He's only been in the league 3 years. He's done it 1 time. I'd call that an outlier. 1 out of 3, 33%. Very impressive sheet. Thank you. I have it for all the players and positions. If you want me to point out anybody or show you any statistics or whatever, I got you. What is this? Is it this? It's doing it? Do Drake London? No, it's not AI. I wrote all these formulas. Drake London. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Oh, because it's that he's a wide receiver. I got you. 1 second. Drake. Why are you doing that? Drake London. There we go. So let's look at, for Drake London, I need to figure out why this is being such a pain to scroll up and down on. Like, what are we doing here? So I like his red zone targets. He got crazy amount of red zone targets last year. End zone targets, that's 5 yards and in. I like that. Drops, his drop rate is kind of whatever, but his drop rate's B's. Catch percentage is fairly low. Contested catches, this is where he really shines though. Contested catches, contested targets, A. Contested receptions, A+. Contest rate, B. Do Kyron. I got you. Running backs. Kyron. All right, Kyron Williams. Opportunities good, touches good, yards he's all right, but touchdowns is really where he gets his money. I would like him to be more involved in the receiving game, targets. I don't have target share, but I do have targets, receptions, catch rate, yards per route run. Can you do Devonta Smith? Yeah, I'll do Devonta Smith in a second. This is where he gets his money, though. For Kyron Williams, this is really where he gets his money because when he gets in close, they're going to Kyron. He's a dog when they get in close. So if they don't get in close, it might be a problem. Yo, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. Because look at this. His breakaway, you see this? That breakaway, that's not what I like. Yo, thanks for the follow, Carson. D+, F, D- in breakaway yards. Elusive is a little shorter. Missed forced tackles, you got per reception, which he doesn't get a lot of receptions, so that makes sense for the Ds. But missed forced tackles when he gets for carry is pretty good. Not overly elusive, though. Somebody wanted Cooper Kupp. 1 second. Cooper Kupp. Thanks for the follow, Tony. Another live. Let's go. Oh, thanks, babe. What's up? Let's get it. Yo, here's Cooper Kupp. One thing I want to show y'all about Cooper Kupp before I get off of him. Yo, thanks for the follow. Against man, he's not very good against man. He's really not. But against zone, pretty solid. Now, he used to be great back when he had his Triple Crown year. He was great against man, but ever since then, he's been down. Do Breece Hall. Got it. 1 second. Breece. Boom, there you go. Yo, thanks for the follow, Jay. So let's start at the top. Opportunities. B- opportunities, B- touches, yards, B, touchdown, total touchdowns. You got C+. I do like that he gets the targets. Like, he's been getting good targets. C+, A, B. Receptions following that. Receiving yards as well. Carries are low, though. Carries are low. C+ in carries. C+ in rushing yards. F in fumbles. Got to stop fumbling. And look at this. Everybody keeps telling me how many touchdowns he's going to score. Where? He's not getting the ball in the red zone or in the 5 yards and in. So, like, I don't know where all these touchdowns coming for. Can I do Devon Achane? Yeah, I'll do Achane after I do Zay Flowers. I got you, TGG. I got you. 1 second. Let's do Flowers. This is what I was talking to y'all about earlier. Everybody was talking noise about Flowers, or talking noise about how good Flowers was, and I'm like, yo, Flowers is cool, but he's not like all that. All right, so first off, fantasy points. C+, C+, C. I mean, if you take touchdowns away, like if you're in the league with no touchdowns, B minus. Cool story, bro. Receiving, targets, C+. Last year, C+. The year before that. Reception, C+. B minus. Touchdowns, D+. Like, here's really where it starts to matter. Like, red zone. My man, 20 yards and in. 20 yards and in. You're telling me that your boy, where's he at? Zay Flowers, 20 yards and in. D+, D minus. End zone, 5 yards and in. C minus, D+ in end zone touchdowns. Like, miss me with that. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, TD Sports? I see you, bro. I'm just going over some of my players with my grading system. People were talking noise about how great Zay Flowers is gonna be. Can I do JSN? Yeah, I got you. Yo, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. All right, this is Jackson Smith and Jigba. All right, let's see. So he got better last year than he was the previous year. Jumped for targets, went up from D+ to B. Let's see, fantasy points. Rough rookie year. D+ went up to B minus to B. Yards per reception still low, but let me see. Not great in end zone or red zone targets the first year, but got up to C, which is okay. But I want that to get higher. End zone targets, I did like that. TD Sports, I got you. I'll get I'll do Garrett Wilson in a second. But yeah, JSN is getting better in end zone, but that's kind of what you want to see. That's what I would like to see from Zay Flowers. That's what I'm not seeing from Zay Flowers. I'm not seeing the improvement of being involved when it matters. Great hands last year. Contested catches got better last year. Avoided tackles got better from C to B, B+. He's okay in deep stats, not too bad. And then he got better against man and zone. He was kind of trash his rookie year against zone, but he got better. B- against zone last year and B+. Yo, what's up, Blake? You made it. Let's get it. All right, Garrett. Let's moving on to Garrett Wilson. All right, Wilson, Mr. Oh, that's Anderson. All right. Here we go. Okay, now we are talking about Garrett Wilson. He went from being super mid, and when I say super mid, I mean a bunch of C pluses, to B. That's not bad. That's okay. And then targets, he gets the targets. You don't ever have to worry about him getting the targets. He's going to get them targets. Touchdowns is really what hurt him, but he got a little better with that last year, moving from D to B minus. Oh, God, but the targeted QBR is just low because all his quarterbacks suck. Red zone usage, he gets the targets, receptions, and touchdowns in the red zone, just not a lot of them. B minus in end zone targets. Let's see how he does against man in zone. Avoided tackles. Avoided tackles is great. A plus. A plus. Love that. He's all A pluses, no glaze. Yeah, unless you're talking about fantasy points, because no A pluses over there. Let's see how he is against man and zone. Better against man than he is against zone, but he's okay at zone. Average C. How do I get that spreadsheet? I'm actually working on putting it on my website right now. But yeah, this is my grading system. I made this from scratch. Well, me and Jeffrey. Thanks for the follow, Z. Alvin Kamara. All right, I'll do one more, then I'll move back to the rankings. Yo, thanks for the follow, Evan. Thanks for the follow, BH. Exciting stuff. That's dope. Can't wait to see it. Let's go. Thanks for the follow. I'm happy y'all like this. I tried to show y'all this the other day, and I don't know if people were feeling it. Anyway, so Alvin Kamara. The thing you need to know about Kamara is this is where he breads his butter. Thanks for the follow, Jason. Targets, man. Targets and receptions. He's just elite in regards to targets and receptions. He's just constantly getting them. They don't have anybody else to throw the ball to. Carries are okay. He's in the B range. How do you think Sam Laporta will do in PPR this year? I think he'll do pretty well. I think he's worth the draft as long as you get him at the right spot. Like, I'm really not trying to draft him too high. But thanks for the follow, Blake. But if you can get him like lower in like the, I don't know, like the 7th, 8th round, I feel a lot more comfortable. All right, I'm going to do one more, Mike Evans, and I'm going to get back to my rankings. All right, boom. Thing you need to know about Mike Evans. When they get in close, they go into Mike Evans. A plus in end zone targets. That means 5 yards and in. You already know. Where is he? Mike Evans is getting that work. 5 yards and in. You already know who's getting it. It's going to Mike Evans. A plus last year. A plus the year before that in touchdowns. Red zone touchdowns. You don't really have to worry about that with Mike Evans. All right. Back to my rankings. But so if y'all ever need a deep dive on a player, just let me know. I got you. But I do wanted to get back to these rankings so that we can keeping it going. Oh, do you like Sam Howell? I haven't heard of him in a while. I don't like him. I think that he would be an acceptable backup. Yo, random question. I got Bijan and Drake on my team. Your thoughts? I think they're both good. I don't love their offense, mainly because I'm not confident in the rookie. Thanks for the follow, Stevie. But I wouldn't trade him for the sense of trading him. And if I'm keeping one, I'm keeping Bijan. Bucky tier 1 is aggressive, but I hope you're right. As a Bucks fan, that would be great. He's also on my Dynasty roster, which would be incredible. Mike Evans or T. Higgins. Yo, it's funny. Somebody asked me the other day what the trade was that I did to get JT and Bucky Irving, and it was at the time not like it was advantageous for him to take that trade, but in hindsight, it's crazy how like a year will change and players that were just okay turn into being like must-have players. Like nobody was saying that about Bucky last year. Should I draft Genty in the first? In the super late first. Just traded Bucky for Saquon. That's a wild thing to do. I assume it's Dynasty. And I assume you're win now and they're not. Do you think 1 million likes? Do you want 1 million likes? I have a massage gun. I do want 1 million likes. I want all of the likes. I don't care what methods I'm getting them. I want all of the likes. Thank you for that. I would appreciate any likes. Any comments? Mike Evans or T. Higgins? Let's go to the wide receivers. Give me Mike Evans over T. I got you. Yo, thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's actually really funny. Yo, Ibuka is a huge sleeper. I love Emeka Ibuka as a sleeper. Love. Thanks for the follow, Alice. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Spider Twin. Bro. Blake, bro, that was my friend. Yo, thanks for the follow, DJ. Oh, Blake, you got cool friends. They hooking a brother up. I appreciate you. Sleeping on Cortland. Me? Thanks for the follow, Aruka. Is that Aruka Sensei? Baker over Jalen Hurts is aggressive. I disagree, but I'd love it if you were right because I want to beat them in the playoffs, baby. Sleeping on Cortland? I think I'm appropriately grading him. Oh, man, these likes are going up. Yo, you were crushing the likes. Let's go. Let's go. Zach Ertz or Pitts? Give me Pitts. I can't believe I said draft Pitts. Why Lad 5? Lad was tier 3. Lad was tier 4 earlier. Thanks for the follow. So here's the thing about Lad McConkey. Lad McConkey is currently banged up. The team also wants to run the ball more. And on top of all of that, Keenan Allen is back in town, baby. And anybody saying that's not going to be a problem, you're wrong. It's a problem. Oh, thanks for sharing the live, TD Sports. Matthew Golden, tier 7 or 6. Yo, thanks for the follow, Paul. Also, thank you for telling me what tier to move him to. 7 or 6. If Reed's injury turns out to be bigger than what I think it is right now, I will be moving him out. Bro, I just got 1,000 likes in a minute. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Thank you. First off, magic. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Get them likes up. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I got you. Yo, Maurice Scott. That's running together, but I appreciate you having me. What's up, Fantasy? What's up, Marcy? How's it doing? How you doing? Hey, hello, how you doing? I'm not stopping yet. You're not stopping yet. Oh my God. I've gotten 2,000 likes in the last 2 minutes. What is going on? Yo, can you rate my lineup Dynasty? Yes, I can. Throw it in here, Paul. Miss you, bro. Oh, I appreciate you. I'm so happy that you are here. I need to go live more so we can hang out. Hold on. Who was I supposed to be? User. Was that User? Nah, that was Paul. Paul, you got to drop your team. Why is Jerry Jeudy so low? I don't know who Jerry Jeudy's quarterback's going to be. I am not confident. Y'all can be confident if you want. I am not confident. I do not know at all who's going to be throwing him the ball. It's also going to change. You helped me a lot last year in fantasy. Let's go. I really do love hearing stories about how I help y'all in fantasy. I really do. It's really, really awesome because I work really hard to get y'all these stats and stuff. Can you answer my question, please? Yes, I can. Where is your question? I gotta go back up. Irk, I'd like to answer your question, but I don't see it. I'm scrolling. I'm still scrolling, Irk. Yo, thanks for the follow, Graham. Irk, I'm pretty far back. Keep asking me to answer a question. I don't see much questions, Irk. Did you ask me like twice? Because, bro, I don't see nothing. What are we talking about here? Brethren! Good afternoon, brethren! Wherefore art thou? I've typed it a lot. I have found it 0 times. I'm sorry. This whole thing is very difficult. I don't know if you've ever been live with thousands of questions coming at you. Thanks for the follow, Graham. On a serious note, that's my lineup. Oh, Paul, dang it, I was looking for it. Yeah, I found it. Baker, Saquon. I almost said Chris Brown. Ooh, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Tyreek Hill. Ooh, that's nasty work. Oh, that's a good team. I like that a lot. Also, thank you for the follows, everybody. Appreciate you. Who's your favorite sleeper? Emeka Ibuka. I gotta go. When's the next time you're live? I'm gonna try to go live again in the next couple days. I think I need to record some actual content tomorrow, so I'll probably not do it tomorrow. Maybe Wednesday. I'm gonna try to do it Wednesday. Mike Evans coming back after being injured saved me from a milk mile. A milk mile sounds gross. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, here we go. It gives JSN, Trizin, Get, Swift, and AJ Brown. No, I'm not doing that. I don't like Swift. Also, all those times you sent me that message, you would have sent it with the thing, I would have found it. Yeah, I would keep JSN and TreVeyon Henderson because I think TreVeyon Henderson has a real shot to be better than Swift, and JSN should get more work. I do think it's a fair trade, though. I will say this. I do think it's a fair trade. I just don't think I'd be doing it. All right, bye. See you later, TD Sports. Peace. Thanks. Drafted RJ Harvey and Sanders. Kind of nervous about both, though. I'm nervous about Sanders. Not really nervous about RJ Harvey. I think he'll be fine. I think it just won't start off. I'm putting it on max speed now. Dang, max speed is crazy work, my boy. Let's go. Don't hurt yourself, though. Stay safe. Does sound like it'd be therapeutic, though. I will say that. It does sound like it'd be super comfy. I'm putting it on max speed now. Thank me later. You can thank me now. I'll thank you now. And I'll thank you later. I appreciate it. I got CMC and Terry for Ladd McConkey. And yeah, give me the CMC Terry all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. McLaurin way higher. Oh, you're either new or you afraid to say it with your chest. Anytime somebody wants somebody higher or lower, I need y'all to say what tier you needed to be in. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Don't be scared. If you're scared, go to church. I don't know if I broke my finger. I might just do it all night. Do not hurt yourself for this. It's not worth it. I need you to still be able to press like. I need you to still be able to press subscribe. And I still want you to be able to start your players, man. You're going to need that finger. Yo, thanks for the follow, Ro. Oh, then at least 3. I'm new. Oh, well, welcome, Ro. Welcome to the squad. Welcome to Bay Nation. If you ever want to move players, or you're not moving them, they're my players. But if you ever think a player needs to be higher or lower, I really love when y'all say it with your chest. I really do. I like it. Because, stand on business. What are we doing here? Bijan is a running back. I have him as running back 2. Picking Allen round 2. What you think? Allen. Why am I blanking on Allen? Not Braylon Allen. Not Keenan Allen. Allen Robinson? Nope. Josh Allen? If it's Josh Allen, yeah, Josh. Thank you. Everybody's like, bro, it's Josh, bro. It's obviously Josh. Yeah. Josh in the third. I think Josh in the third is fine. I personally do not draft quarterbacks in my top 3 rounds. But if you're going to get it in the third round, I think is acceptable. Cool, thanks. No problem, Marcy. I just sent 1,000 likes in 30 seconds. That's crazy work. This is going to be my highest liked video. That's crazy. I appreciate you. And the work that your magic does. Miller, thanks for the follow. Let's get it. Should I have Lad at my flex instead of DK, or I don't have week 1 rankings at the moment. Thielen is not wide receiver 1 for the Panthers. You are totally right. He is not wide receiver 1 for the Panthers. That's why Tedoroa McMillan is much higher. Is Zay Flowers good? For fantasy, he's super mid. Honestly, I'm probably going to move him down at some point. Please go back to my chat about Judy. No. I'm scrolling. If I got 2 finger scrolls, at Sean, that's not about Judy. Oh, Jerry Judy is tier 5, no doubt. Trust he's going off. I got nothing on that. Thoughts on a 12-team Thoughts on a 12-team PPR dynasty. You can play 3 wide receivers: Kyler, Chase Brown, James Cook, Nico, London, Evans, Mark Andrews, and DJ Moore. My thoughts. I'm fine with your quarterback. I think that's solid. Your running backs, I think, from a dynasty standpoint, from a dynasty specific standpoint, I think that James Cook is in an interesting situation with his contract. So I'm slightly nervous about him, and I do not love that Chase Brown does not have a contract yet either. But I'm more confident that Chase Brown will be okay. I don't know what's going to happen with James Cook. So your running back's a little iffy for me. But I do think that for like this year and next year, they should be fine. But from a long-term standpoint, slightly nervous. In regards to your receivers, I love it. Nico Collins. You got Drake London. Nico Collins. Mike Evans. Love that. Even threw in DJ Moore, who I am overly mid about. I don't love Moore, but I think he's fine. For your wide receiver 4, I think he's fine. And then Mark Andrews is old, so if you can come back and get Isaiah Likely, I think that would be really helpful. Thanks for the follow, Cam. I got Malik, Marvin Harrison Jr. Ooh, that's nasty work. That's a beautiful receiving core. Is that Dynasty, Christopher? Can I send you a screenshot of my bench? It's a lot of names. I don't know how helpful that's going to be. If you don't care about when I get back to you on it, sure. It's going to take a while. T and Ladd should be tier 4 instead of Mike Evans. I'd hear the argument for T. I'm not hearing the argument for Ladd. I sent you a lot of GGs, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you, Mark. Oh my goodness. Hold on. How did I not see that? Yo, whoa. Yo, Mark, you sent me a bunch of GGs. Yo. Thank you. I don't know how I missed that, bro. I really don't. I was over here reading something. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's super helpful. Thank you. Appreciate you. I honestly don't even know how I missed it. I got to put on like a musical chime or something so I can hear that. Because I did not hear that. Maybe it's this massage machine. I was getting my back. Maybe it was too loud. I couldn't hear it. But I'm going to put a new sound on it. But yeah, that's a lot of GGs, my boy. That's a lot of GGs. Thank you. Appreciate you. I need to open up another kombucha, man. I'm thirsty. Appreciate it. Miller, I got you. T-Mac, for sure. Omarion Hampton is a good running back. Don't know what you want about that. You can't have Ladd on the same tier as McLaurin. I don't know if you know how this works. I can do whatever I like. Anyways, yes, I can. Ladd McConkey, I think, is going to be overrated this year. I think that he's sneaking up on me putting him as a bust. Running back rankings. I got you. M-Dub, I got you. Running back rankings. I got you. Boom. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh my God, CMC number 1. Oh. No problem, M-Dub. Oh, Chase, BTJ, JSN, do you think I'm going to win my league? I think you got a real shot. You got an incredible receiving core. I'd need to see what the rest of your squad looked like, but from a receiving core, I doubt anybody had a much better receivers than you do. That's a great combination. I feel like this is Nico Collins' breakout year. How much more can Nico Collins break out though? Like I feel like he's already incredible. He's so good. Kyler or Knicks? Give me Kyler by 1 spot. Mixing over K9 and Chuba, come on. I mean, they're side by side in the same tier. I don't really think it's that aggressive. Kyle went 12/16, really good. Kyle. What was Kyle? Can you give me more name? I don't know who the heck Kyle is. I know a guy named Kyle. I know a couple guys named Kyle. How high are you on CMC? I don't mind if anybody decides that they don't want to draft him. I think that he's an easy pick in 7th overall. I think before 7th, I think there's a legitimate comment about each one of the 3 running backs and the 3 wide receivers above that. I think those are all really fair. I think after that, there's enough question marks to where I'm just like, give me the person that could be the best overall. Please tell me you have Smitty over Waddle. Oh, of course I got Smitty over Waddle. That's not even close. Smitty's my boy. Got him on my dynasty roster. Technically, I got both, but whatever. 2 different spots. How do I feel about Tyreek Hill this year? I felt a lot better before I heard them talking in the... Ooh, skirt. I felt a lot better before I heard them talking in the press, calling each other out. I didn't like that very much. That made me sad because I was like, hey, guys, why can't we all get along? Thoughts on Mike Evans? As a Bucs fan, I'm obligated to let you know he's going to get 1,000 yards for his, 12th season, 11th season? And he's going to get double-digit touchdowns. Tight end, I got you. I got to zoom in a little. Who you got? Top 3 quarterbacks. Quarterback 1 or tier 1, I got Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. My 3rd, I have Jalen Hurts. I wouldn't be mad if y'all picked Jaden Daniels, though. Breece Hall and Cup or James Conner and RJ Harvey. I don't like either of those. Well, I guess I like James Conner. I guess I'd probably go James Conner because Cup just has so many question marks. Cup can be so good. Cup could be one of the biggest steals of the draft, but he could also be washed. Pick 3 and 18. Pick 3, you pick the remainder of Bijan or CeeDee Lamb. Come back and get... Oh, shoot. You said 18? 1 second, I gotta find... Nope. Oh, shucks. Where is it? I'll just do it again. Uno momento, por favor. How do you feel about Neighbors? I feel like he's a really, really good wide receiver. I think the only real problem with him is the fact that his toe is constantly banged up. Also, I'm just looking at this again, Marcy. I really appreciate all these GGs. And I apologize for not noticing that. That took me forever. That's on me. I just wanted to say I'm sorry again. Thoughts on Monty? I love David Montgomery as a running back in general, but I'm not. I'm slightly nervous. Anytime a new offensive coordinator comes in, there could be some changes. I know that they can. Offensive coordinators can change. Oh, I'm still here. I am still here. I'm sorry. My battery died. I am getting my backup batteries. I have a bunch of them for this exact purpose. Uno momento, por favor. Who do I pick it to? I mean, it really comes down to whether or not you like running back or wide receiver. If you're PPR, I think it's perfectly fine to go CD Lamb. But if you don't want to go wide receiver, then go running back and go Bijan. But I think CD is going to score more points. Can you finish what you were saying about Monty? Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, so I like David Montgomery. So let me actually wax a little more poetically about this because you asked so kindly. The Detroit Lions, I'm pretty sure, lost their offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. And anytime you have major changes in your offensive coordinator, it's going to change how they use things. They split Bijan Robinson and David Montgomery pretty much, I don't want to say completely down the middle, but they split it a lot. David Montgomery was getting the first drive in like darn near every game. And you can pretty much book him getting a touchdown in every game. Well, I don't know if they're going to do that again with Jahmyr Gibbs because he's pretty much established himself as that dude. But I still think they don't want to overwork him. So I have David Montgomery in one of my dynasty leagues, and I personally think I'm a little more nervous this year than I have been in previous years. Previously, I felt pretty confident that he was going to be good, and I still think he's going to be good, but I'm a little more concerned that it's not going to be like a 50-50, and it could go 60-40, which will still have them good, assuming that offense is still elite. So I think he's a fine pick, but I think he's way less safe than he was previously. Why is K9 so low? I just don't really believe in him. I don't believe in him staying healthy. I don't believe in that offense. I don't believe in that offensive line. I don't believe in the quarterback. I do think they want to run the ball, though. So that makes me feel like I could be really dumb soon. Honestly. I feel like I could be made a fool of fairly soon. Can you pull wide receiver? Yeah, I got you. Wide receivers are up. Thanks for the follow, by the way. I don't have defense. I don't have my defensive tiers. I'm sorry. I will just read them off to you. Hold on, let me make sure these are my rankings. My rankings. Oh shoot, that's not where they are. Where are they? There they are. All right, defenses. Number 1, I have the Broncos. 2, Steelers. 3, Eagles. 4, Bills. 5, Ravens. 6, Vikings. 7, Texans. 8, Detroit Lions. 9, Kansas City Chiefs. 10, 49ers. 11, Green Bay Packers. 12, Rams. And you're not in a bigger league than 12, so you're fine. QBs. Rice should be higher. I think he's getting suspended by 4 games. Quarterbacks. What do you feel about reaching for BTJ 201? Half PPR? I don't think that's much of a reach, honestly. You're 201. Or 210. Is that 210, or do you mean 201 like the first pick in the second, or do you mean 2.1 like 210 like in the back of the second? Because he's not making it back there. Regardless, I don't have any issues with getting BTJ in the top of the second round. I have no issues with that. I don't even think it's really much of a reach, to be honest with you. I think he's kind of falling there. Mateo, we back, baby! What round for quarterback? Either one of the elite. If you can find one of these 5 in the 4th round, I think it's fine. If not one of these, I'm waiting till the 8th, 9th, 10th for one of these guys. Or if I'm like punting the position, Dak and Justin Fields are going to be in like the 12th round. Love is way too low. I think way too low is super aggressive for fantasy football. But he could be. I think the max he could go up is to tier 4. Jerry Judy. What about Jerry Judy? He's not even on the screen. What's up with Jerry Judy? Thanks for the follow, Will. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Still believe in Reek. Please tell me who Reek is. I feel like that's like 3 people. I'm so sorry. That's my fault. It's not a you thing. It's a me thing. It's a me problem. I'm Unk. I'm old man. Everybody keep calling me Unk. It's because I'm old. Go Bucks. Let's go. Bucks, baby. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how we do. Oh, Tyreek Hill. Thank you. What are my thoughts on Tyreek Hill? I think is what you were asking. Tyreek Hill, I felt a lot more confident about Tyreek Hill before they started talking in the preseason or training camp. I think that it was fine that they needed to hash out their situation, but I don't like that they're already not gelling. He's already calling out H-Han for not being the running back that needs to push through. Big Bucks fan over here too, brother. Yo, thank you. Go Bucks. We went into the division again. Yeah, but here's the thing about Tyreek Hill. For him to be good, he needs Tua to stay upright. Like seriously, Tua has got to stay healthy for this team to be good because their backup's still trash. Thanks for the follow, Donovan Champman. Oh, go Bucks, my boy. So yeah, thank you for the follow, Carlos. Give me Tyreek over Ladd. Running back list, I got you. Give me JSN over Ladd. I'm paying $5,000 for the first people to. Yeah, I don't do scams. Sorry. I got dope cut scenes. You got dope cut scenes? Yeah! Thanks for the follow, Grayson. I feel like I have dope cut scenes too, but I feel like don't nobody ever say nothing about my cut scenes, and I'm like, bro, I spent so much time on these. Y'all better talk about this mess. All the time I spent editing this stuff and don't nobody ever talk about it. I like it, so I keep doing it. Yo, thanks for the follow, Tommy. I'm scared for CMC. Yeah, me too. I ain't gonna lie. I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't scared. You definitely do. I ain't see that shit ever. Yo, man. Hey, I had to do this for each one of these. I did this myself. I didn't download this stuff somewhere. I had to do all this stuff myself. I had to render all this mess. Man, that was a work. Every single time there's a new player and they switch teams, I gotta change that mess. Work. You're my favorite creator on the app. Love the energy, and you helped me win my league last year. Let's go! Let's go! I'm not going to lie. That's my favorite type of message. Thanks for the follow, Ross. I'm not going to lie. That's like my favorite kind of message. Because I be sending a lot of messages to people, and they be winning. You know what, Hunter? I appreciate the dedication. I love how many times you posted that, and I'm sorry for making you wait. I'm going to read it right now. Do you think I should trade Mike Evans, current wide receivers, Olave, T, Marv, Tet, Debo? Yeah, you have enough wide receivers to where you don't really need him. It depends though. If somebody will give you more for him than they will Olave, then that's fine. Because I don't really like Olave personally. I think Olave can go. But if I think that Mike Evans is going to give you good trade value. If you need help somewhere else, I think that you have enough in T, Marv, and Tet to where I'd be comfortable with getting rid of Mike Evans. Thank you for posting it a bunch of times instead of making me have to go back and read 12,000 different messages. Thoughts on Zay Flowers? He's better in the NFL than he is for fantasy. I think he is dramatically overrated for fantasy football. Bro, how the F do you got Joe Mixon under someone who has never played a snap in the NFL? Because fantasy football, first off, I mean, your logic is interesting. But first off, he's banged up. So Joe Mixon actively not practicing. Number two, I'm assuming you're talking about Ashton Jeanty, who was drafted in the top 10 in the NFL draft. Where'd he go? Like sixth? So I don't really even think it's that outrageous. Every running back drafted in the top 10 finishes in the top 10 for fantasy. So I don't actually even think that's out of pocket. I'm second on my fantasy league. Who should I get first? 12 team. 12 team league. Is it PPR? Mari, is it PPR? Regardless, I think okay. It kind of comes down to preference. I think you could go either way with either CeeDee Lamb or Bijan. I have CeeDee Lamb statted out with more points. So I think you could go CeeDee Lamb because I think CeeDee Lamb will score more fantasy points than Bijan Robinson in a full PPR league. Neighbors over Nico by a real small hair, and I'm not going to lie to you. I thought about moving him higher, but he is where he is right now. Bucky tier 2, not going to lie. First off, Bucks production, appreciate you saying it with your chest, telling me where he needs to go. Thoughts on Ridley? He's been moving up my rankings. I like him a lot more now than I did last week. Let's go to wide receivers, actually. Ridley, tier 7. Thanks for the follow, Bucks production. Let's get it, baby. Oh, also, Bucks production. That's what's up. Go Bucks. That's what I'm talking about. Go Bucks. Oh, hold on. My dog asked me a question. Thanks for the follow, Jared. Why? Thanks for the follow. When will Tet McMillan go? Tet's going in what? The 7th or the 8th? Thanks for the follow, Thomas. Thanks for the follow, Gavin. We at 100 now, baby. Let's go. Hold on. I'm looking up where Tet McMillan's going. 1 second. Thanks for the follow, Dylan? Thanks for the follow, Dylan. 1 second. I'm trying to find where Tet McMillan's going. Thanks for the follow, Adrian. Tet. I just moved him up. Blue. There we go. Tet McMillan is going in this. Oh my God, he's going in the top of the 6th round. Oh, that's kind of high, but I kind of like him. Should I drop Mixon, Cook for Hampton? Why are you dropping? Why is Hampton on a wire of any sort? What kind of league are you in? And no, that's a crazy question. You can't actually mean dropping them. Lad or JMO? Give me Lad, but give me Lad. I'll take the number 1. Sorry, SYX. I do not have week 1 rankings at all in any way, shape, or form. I literally have not even looked at them. Where's Ward on your quarterback list? Probably at the bottom, honestly. I will not be drafting him literally anywhere. Do you think Waddle produces? I think he produces like a wide receiver 3. Is Derrick Henry going to slow down this year? Probably not. I don't bet against Kings. I also think he's the most likely to have double-digit touchdown because Derrick Henry. I'm Josh Allen, but I don't have any issue with you going Lamar. Wow, look at all these likes. Let's go. It's lit. Hold on. My Bucks brethren, give me a second. I'm reading your message. Bucks production. Godwin, higher. You're so on the road for 1K. Or more. I like tier 6 to 8. Okay. So, side note, he was in tier 6. I think he was in tier 5 or 6 before he got banged up. And the fact that he's not practicing, I really do not like that. And I'm not like mad at him or anything, but I would really like it if Chris Godwin could show that he was back to like playing, because he was out last year. So like, I already expected there to be a slower ramp up. Now he's not even practicing. He's not in preseason. They drafted Emeka Ibuka, who's coming out looking like a dog. Looking like a dog. You got Baker Mayfield talking my boy up. I don't have him high because I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm nervous. He's hurt. He's not practicing for a reason. They drafted a wide receiver in round 1, and I'm a Bucs fan. I'm not a Chris Olave hater, or not Olave. I'm not a Chris Godwin hater. My dad's a Chris Godwin hater. I am not a Chris Godwin hater. I have 2 jerseys from Chris Godwin. I got a signed Super Bowl helmet from Chris Godwin. So no shade, just hey. Thoughts on thoughts on J.K. Dobbins. Also, thanks for the patience. I really like J.K. Dobbins as a late round sleeper. I've been grabbing him in most of my leagues. Ibuka or Caleb or Harvey. Unless you have a real need for running back, I'm going Ibuka. I am biased, but I also think that he's the most polished wide receiver in this draft class. A.J. Brown or Drake London? Drake London. He's going to get 10 more receptions. Yo, would you draft Chase Brown over guys like Taylor, Irving, Henry, etc.? I'm not drafting him over Derrick Henry, Irving, or Taylor, but I think I'd hear an argument for Taylor or Irving. I think that it's not wild to draft Chase Brown over Taylor or Irving. I do think it's a bit wild to draft him over Derrick Henry, just because I respect royalty, and Derrick Henry is the king. Thoughts on Breece Hall? I think he's in a committee, and I'm not really confident that he's going to be great, and I don't like having to draft him that high. What about Karen Williams? Kyron Williams is going to be really good as long as Matthew Stafford plays. If Stafford doesn't play, the team's going to suck. What rookies? What rookies do I like? I mean, I obviously like Ashton Genty, of course, but he's a given. I, of course, like Omarion Hampton, but I'm assuming you mean like sleepers. He's not a sleeper, but Travion Henderson is incredible. I'm waiting on RJ Harvey. I think he's all right. I think Caleb Johnson halfway through the year, once he figures out how to pass protect, will be good. Would you trade Baker? Oh, I don't have sound on. Wait, I do. Where's my music at? Where's my music at? It's all quiet. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, it's a little more chill. Yo, what stops Neighbors from being in tier 2? Other than the toe injury, I have him scoring. So I stat all these players out. Let me see what the scores are that I have for them. I got him with like a 7-point difference. Let's see what the interesting nomenclatures are. Comes down to, I got him with 9 touchdowns. A couple of the other guys I got 10. Yo, thanks for the follow, Andres. Quarterback play. I think quarterback play is an issue because I do think that he could go to another quarterback at some point. Thoughts on Garrett Wilson or DJ Moore? I think they're both overrated, but I'd probably go with Garrett Wilson over DJ Moore. And just to be clear, not overrated from an NFL standpoint. I think they're both very good wide receivers. Very good. I just think that from a fantasy standpoint, Garrett Wilson already gets crazy targets, man. He needs touchdowns. I think The most yards he's ever had is like 1,104. The most touchdowns he's had was a career high last year with 7. I'm not overly excited about it. Thanks for the follow, Cammy. What are your reasons for BTJ not being higher on your list? How high do you think he should go? BTJ, I mean, there's only really one person above him that I would even think about putting him above, and that's Puka Nacua, and that's only because for the injury, to be honest with you. What's the argument for keeping him? What's the argument for putting him higher? What's he done more impressive than the guys above him? What's the best pick in an 8-man? Oh, what's the best pick in an 8-man league? I mean, in an 8-man league, everybody's overpowered, so you want like standout. When the smaller the league, the more you want like standout players at different positions. So like, I'd probably go for the number 1 overall, get Chase, and see if it comes back. I can get Bowers, either Bowers, Trey McBride, or Kittle. Why is Kyle Pitts not in tier 1, my dog? I really don't understand that joke. I feel like it's popular on social media now, and I don't really understand it. I think it's because I'm what they call unk. Is Scatterboo a good sleeper in late rounds? Yeah, but he's not really going in late rounds. I love Scatterboo. I love me some Scatterboo. 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 Love me some Scatterboo. Oh. Yo, everybody out there, if you got any questions, hit me up. Let me know. YouTube sleeping. TikTok, y'all lit. I ain't gonna lie. YouTube be sleeping. TikTok be fire. Tier 2, AJ Brown. I move him up from tier 3, or from tier 4 to tier 3. Now y'all complain about that? Get out of here. If we were talking about fantasy football, if we were talking about like real life, by the way, AJ Brown would absolutely be in tier 2 with an argument for tier 1. Is Jonnu Smith worth it? No, I don't trust Aaron. I barely trust Aaron Rodgers for DK Metcalf. I'm damn sure not trusting him for a tight end. I'm second pick in my fantasy league. Who should I pick? Hold on. Stop it. Who should I pick first and second 12-man? I'm assuming it's PPR. Let me check the draft board and who's coming back around and who I like more for the comeback. I initially, off the top of my head, I want to say CeeDee Lamb because he's going to score more PPR points. I will say this. I am normally more of a running back first kind of guy. But I do think that the wide receivers you will get here are probably worse than the running backs. If you go CeeDee Lamb and come back and get like Josh Jacobs, I think that'd be really good. If you can go CeeDee Lamb and then come back and get Josh Jacobs, that would be good. Is Jake Ferguson worth it? Yeah, I think he's going to be fine. Bijan 2 pick. What's my next? What's your next pick? I think that you go receiver if you have anybody left in. See, you're not going to have anybody left in tier 3. By the back of the second, you're not having any of these guys. So you're looking at. Oh wow, you can't see me. I'm touching my screen like you can see me. You're looking at Tyreek Hill, and if you don't like Tyreek Hill, you could take a positional advantage and take like a McBride. I personally am not trying to take like Josh Allen or anything. I think that's too high. You can go just high T and just go crazy heavy on the running back if you want to go like Josh Jacobs or Jonathan Taylor, then come back and get like Tyreek Hill. I'm still not comfortable with JSN being my wide receiver 1. That stuff makes me so uncomfortable. My opinion, Ibuka will be top 15 minimum in 2 years. Bro, I would love if you were right. I don't think you're right, unfortunately. Mainly because I think he'll be a number 1 wide receiver on the squad. I do think that. because I don't know how Chris Godwin's going to come back from the injury. Mike Evans probably going to be gone in 2 years. And every time Baker Mayfield says anything about Bucky Irving, anything about Emeka Ibuka, he loves that man. He loves him. And you know what? I love that he loves him. I do. Give me more Baker Mayfield talking about Emeka Ibuka. Emeka Ibuka is that dude, and I'm absolutely here for it. Where's Rice after suspension? That actually is where I have him after suspension. Oh, you mean after he gets suspended, where do I have him? I have him, he'll be top 15. I'm going to quarterbacks. I see somebody ask for quarterback list. Miracle. Is it fine to have Baker as your quarterback? Yeah, I think it's perfectly fine to have Baker as your quarterback. I have no problem with that. Bucky. Bucky is great. I like Bucky. He makes me nervous because I'm worried about getting hurt. Where's JSN? I think he's tier 4 for me. Bro, what team is guaranteed to win? Hold on. I like that question. Where'd it go? Yo, what team is guaranteed to win? Oh, man, come on now. That was a fun question. I'm still looking for it. Here it is. Oh, I don't know about week 1. Y'all ask me all these week 1 questions. That's like a month away. I have not even looked at that yet. Prediction on Bucky stats. I'll tell you, I stat all these players out. So if y'all ever actually have questions on stats, I stat out literally every player. So give me a second. I'll give you Bucky's exact stats that I use. Also, if you buy my draft kit, you'll get all my stats. I have Bucky Irving with 48 receptions, 374 receiving yards, 2 receiving touchdowns, 1,165 rushing yards, and 8 rushing touchdowns. Show wide receivers, I got you. You zoom out. Boom, shakalaka. W stats, appreciate you. CD or Bijan, PPR. Honestly, I think it's a coin flip, but how I have them statted, CD Lamb, I have scoring, what's that? 1 second. I have CD Lamb scoring 20 more fantasy points than Bijan Robinson in PPR. So it's CD Lamb unless you have a real itching to get a running back. Thoughts on Golden? Thanks for the follow, Mason. Thoughts on Golden? I think that Golden is talented. The problem is that he has a bunch of running backs or a bunch of receivers that are going to be. Thanks for the follow. Bunch of receivers that are going to be fighting for targets. So it kind of doesn't matter how good he is because he's not going to get enough targets. How good is Mike Evans going to be? Mike Evans is going to get you 1,000 yards. Oh, Lord. Mike Evans is going to get you 1,000 yards and double-digit touchdowns. You can pretty much just book it, honestly. You really can just book it. Yeah, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, Aaron. You can pretty much just guarantee that. Nico, Bucky for Achan, Devontae, and Tet. Unless you need to diversify your wide receivers, I'd probably keep that. You from Tampa? Yeah, T-Town, baby. Born and raised. You're Tampa. I did leave for a bit, but I came back for work. Thanks for the follow, Ron. Should I get Hill? Yeah, sure. Word. What's up, Steven? Word. Thanks for the follow, Jack. Appreciate you. Thanks for the follow, Gavin. I just feel like pressing a button, so I'm going to press that. I feel like I got some new people in here. Y'all need to know that I got stuff. I'll be flexing on them. Thanks for the follow, Samantha. Thanks for the follow, KP. I finally got it. There was a gnat. It was driving me nuts. Oh, somebody was talking some funny noise. What'd y'all say? Yo, thanks for the follow, Manny. This kid got a lot to learn. I'm sure I have a lot to learn. I have a lot to learn. I do appreciate you calling me kid, though. That was sweet. Makes me feel young again. Do running backs? I got you. I got older people calling me kid, and I got young people calling me unk. Bro, I wish I lived in Tampa. Not with them rent prices, you know. Rent crazy. There you go. Herbert hate is insane. I disagree. Herbert is overrated for fantasy this year. Unk. That's what I'm talking about, Carlton. Unk. I'm unk status. That's what my kids say. Can you answer my question? Yo, Jack. What? Jack, why do y'all do that? If you're going to ask me, can you answer my question? Just put the question in with that question. Why do you make me go look for it? What round should JSN go in? Should he go in? What round should he go in? If he went in the 4th or 5th, I would feel really comfortable about drafting him. I would feel good. If he went in the 4th or 5th, I'd feel good about drafting him. But he goes in the 2nd and sometimes the 3rd. And both of those make me very uncomfortable, Jack. Please. How many Jacks? Oh, you were not the only Jack. Can you answer my question? Jack, I don't know why you do this to yourself. If you would have just... all these times you messaged me, can you answer my question? Like, put the question in with that. Why are you writing, can you answer my question? Like, I got a list that just says Jack a bunch of times. Like, bro, like, I'm up here searching for 20 minutes. And if you would have just put the question in with your, can you answer my question, I would have answered it. Anyways, put your question in again with your question. Like, can you answer this question? And then give me the question. Don't be making me search. There you go. This is me, bro. I have Mixon on bench. I have Mixon on bench. Should I be carrying Chubb? Honestly, I don't even think Chubb would be a backup that I cared that much about. I keep hearing he doesn't have a lot of burst, honestly, which makes me really sad because I was really, really, really hoping for Nick Chubb to come back and like do something, but I don't think he will. If you're gonna carry a running back, I think you can get Chubb, but Woody might be the better option. Hold on, I got me a message. Is CMC a good early second? I personally absolutely love him in the early second. I think that is incredible. Wow, this is quiet here. I thought the same thing. It is quiet. Why is it so quiet, Bucks Production? Hey, you're over here. Yo, what's up? If y'all really want to get my attention, go over to my YouTube and comment over there. There's hundreds of comments on TikTok. I got like 3. It's his first live on YouTube. Yo, what's up? What's up? Oh, yo, can you show me tight ends? I got you. my buddy just hit me up and he was basically just letting me know, yo, this is fire. Oh, thanks. Yo, thanks, Brandon. Appreciate you, my boy. Let me charge my stuff. Tight ends up right now. CeeDee Lamb cut screen. I got you. Boom, CeeDee Lamb. Thoughts on grabbing Chase, JSN, and Higgins with the first 3 rounds? I mean, I think you're definitely committing to being a 0 running back, but if you're going to go with that. Oh, no, I don't like that, actually. Why are you getting 2 wide receivers from the same team? You're capping your upside for no reason. There are players in that range you can get that won't cap your upside. Yo, can you answer? I have uh I have the 110 in my 10-person PPR league. Who should I pick with my first two picks? All right, give me 1 second. Yeah, I got you. Oh, here we go. Oh, snap! Oh, wow! Now I'm getting some questions. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get something for you. I gotta pull up. All right. So your question was, you picked 10 in a 10-person league. Who should I pick? In a 10-person league, I'm trying to go with. Give me Nico Collins and Christian McCaffrey. Give me Nico Collins and Christian McCaffrey. I think that's a good combination. Is Drake May that bad? What is your idea? I don't actually think Drake May is that bad. Let me show you my quarterback rankings. I don't think Drake May's bad. I think Drake May's actually pretty solid. I have him at tier 6 with upside. I like that he runs the ball. I think he's pretty good. Let me zoom in on this because I can't see nothing. There we go. Yo, thanks for the follow, D. What are your stats productions on BTJ? Give me 1 second. I'll pull that up. BTJ. Yo, thanks for the follow. Astronaut finds out. Actually, let me go straight to this. Wide receivers. Stats, BTJ. Brian. Let me go to it. Wide receivers. Brian Thomas Jr. I have with 103 receptions, 1,391 yards, and 9 touchdowns. And for some reason, I have 5 rushing attempts for 17 or for 5 rushing attempts for 42 yards. All right. Ooh, I get. It's me. I'm the buddy. LOL. Yep, I answered that one. Is Drake May? Yep. Do I take CMC or Amon-Ra St. Brown with the 109? I'm taking CMC. Here we go. Is Drake May that bad? What is your idea? I don't think Drake May's bad. I think I answered that one. Do I do Gibbs or Josh Allen for Bijan and Jayden Daniels? Am I muted? You're not muted. I see you. That's a good question. I have Bijan over Gibbs by 2, and I have. I would go with Josh Allen and Gibbs because there's a world. I think Josh Allen's and Gibbs. I think that it's a fair trade though. Baker over Mahomes? No, but I wouldn't be mad if you did it. I think they both could throw 30 touchdowns, 40 touchdowns. Because it's imprint. Okay. Oh, I just need to know because it is important. Now, I got you. I think it's... Wait. Josh Allen for Bijan and Jayden Daniels? Yeah. Do I do Gibbs for Josh Allen's and Jayden Daniels? Honestly, you're really doing a lateral trade. Yo, what's up, sis? Hey, how's it going? I'm trying to do multi-streaming. It's a lot. I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot. Neighbors over London. Yes, Neighbors over London. Do you have defensive tiers? I do, but I don't have them in the tiers list. Well, I have rankings. I don't have tiers. Let me go through my defensive rankings real quick. Pick 9 in a 12-man. You can probably go Neighbors or Nico. Okay, defensive rankings. Number 1, I got the Broncos. Number 2, the Steelers. 3, the Eagles. 4, Bills. 5, Ravens. 6, Vikings. 7, Texans. 8, Lions. 9, Chiefs. 10, 49ers. 11 Packers, 12 Rams, and there's not more than 12 people in your league. Low on Baker or high on Bo? I'm high on Bo. I'm not low on Baker. I'm definitely not low on Baker. Can you answer? Same guy with the 10-team league. Do you think I take Nico over Malik if Malik is on the table? No, I don't. So let me show you my wide receiver rankings. I have Malik Neighbors one spot above Nico. I think, thanks for the follow, Ryan. I think that Malik Neighbors is going to, I think he's going to score more points. I am slightly nervous. Thanks for the follow. I am slightly nervous because I think that, I'm slightly nervous because of Neighbors' toe injury. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, his toe injury makes me a little nervous, to be honest with you. Editing, I'll be back soon. How late you be streaming? Honestly, I'm probably going to get off soon because I got to work tomorrow, and I'm about to hit that 3-hour mark. But I will be back on. I'm going to try to probably be back on in the next couple days. I'll throw a schedule on there. I'm thinking Wednesday. I'm probably going to get off in the next 10 minutes, though. Check out my content and try to figure out how I'm going to record tomorrow. Thanks for the follow. I can't believe I got people now. Let's go. It's lit. Would you trade Gibbs for CMC in London? Yeah, absolutely. Like, in a heartbeat. What? I'm assuming you're not talking Dynasty. Keep two PPR. BTJ in the 6th, Ladd in the 9th, Irving in the 10th. BTJ in the 6th and Irving in the 10th. Easy money. Yo. Thanks for the follow, Jaden. Justin Jefferson is tier 1. Yeah, not in fantasy football this year. I think Justin Jefferson's tier 2 this year. Is Terry McLaurin for Xavier Worthy straight up a good trade? No, it's not. Brendan, thanks for the follow. BTJ above tier 3. That is half with your chest. Why is Cooper Kupp in tier 7? Can't tell if you think that's high or low. Yo, thanks for the follow. Yo, Texans, what's up? Welcome back, my boy. My father-in-law just let me in his fantasy league, and it's my first time gonna be on your page often, bro. Yeah, I got you. Just let me know. I got a video made for people that are novice. It'll basically go over how to play fantasy football. You should definitely check that out. And hit me up if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. Thanks for the follow, Ryan. I feel like Cortland Sutton should be tier 5. I'm not overly confident in Knicks. I like Knicks, but I think the thing about Knicks is I think easily. Yo, thanks for the follow, Graham. I think that Cortland Sutton's the number 1, but I think that the number 2 and 3 are still to be established, and they're going to run more. Thanks for the follow. Bro, is this rage bait? I do not rage bait because I do not care enough to do that, to be frank. I genuinely don't care. Why would I go out of my way to make you mad? Like, what? What's your take on Zay Flowers? From a fantasy football standpoint, I think he's super overrated. Zay Flowers is one of the most overrated fantasy football wide receivers that there are. I will not be drafting him. Sorry. Kyle Pitts or Jamar Chase. You're wild. Jamar Chase all day. So I have Sutton at number 21. I think that's fair. How do you think Torrey Horton will do as a rookie? I think he'll be fine. Not very valuable for fantasy. No, Chris Godwin. Yes, Chris Godwin is tier 10. I think that he's banged up, and I'm concerned. Chase or Barkley? Chase over Barkley. If you had Hurts, would you take A.J. Brown for a stack or Malik? I mean, I'd probably take Malik Neighbors, mainly because Jalen Hurts will run in or tush push like 10 touchdowns. You're not getting that stack. But I think it'd be fine. If you want to do it for fun, for funsies, sure. For winning, no. Personally, have Satan over DK just because season caters more towards Sutton. I think that's fair. I think that I have Sutton lower because I don't think he scores as many touchdowns. Abuka. Abuka is tier 9, and I desperately want to bring him higher, to be honest with you. I really want him in, like, all my teams. Hey, Cream across your content. Was really impressed with your energy and potential. I'm currently working on the kick. His production focus on high impact creators. You seem to be to like DK. What about DK? AJ Brown. Why is Godwin so low? I'm concerned about it. Yeah, he's injured, and until I can see him practice, I'm too concerned to actually like rank him higher. To be honest with you, like I do not like that I have not seen him run yet. Like, bro, what are we doing here? Okay. I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Traded Drake London and BTJ for Lamar and JSN. Wow. That could definitely work out. That could definitely work out for you. If JSN is anywhere close to good, that's a steal. Is Rashee Rice getting suspended? I think he will. I have Rashee Rice ranked like he's getting suspended for 4 games. I think it could go up to 6 or 8. Yeah, Lewis. I do think he could get suspended. I think he will get suspended. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy is in tier 9. Where's Barkley? Tier 1. JSN or Evans? Evans. I got JSN, Neighbors, BTJ, 12-man PPR. What do you think? Fire lineup. No problem, Lewis. I got you. Let me know if you got more questions. Hit me up. I'm live for a reason. You got me. What's going on? Court disrespect. Shake my head. Wild. James Conner over Joe Mixon. Rashee Rice in tier 9, but Worthy in tier 7. Yeah, I have Rashee Rice getting suspended for 4 games in my stats. Golden, I don't think he's going to get enough touches to matter enough, honestly. Why do you have Pickens in tier 8? Derrick Henry or CMC. Give me CMC over Derrick Henry. Yo, Bijan at 2 or somebody else. Yeah, CD Lamb at 2. In full PPR. Half PPR, you can pretty much just flip that. Thoughts on JT? I actually really like JT as a talent. It's the offense that sucks, honestly. Hold on. Where are we at? I like Jonathan Taylor. I think that people put him down because his offense is trash. Jonathan Taylor or Bucky Irving? Let's go to running backs. Give me Bucky Irving by a hair. In a 12-team PPR league, what round should I draft a tight end? If you can get George Kittle in the back of the third, early fourth, I would do that. If not, I'd wait till I got to round 8 or 9. And if you still have like a... Let me see who it's got here. If you get to round 8 or 9 and TJ Hawkinson, Sam Laporta, or Travis Kelce are still there, I would grab them. If you get to round 10 or 11 and Njoku is still there, I would grab him. If you're super late and you just want to throw a flyer, I think that Tyler Warren is a solid flyer. Tucker Kraft is a solid flyer, super late. So that's kind of how I would do it. Wide receiver rankings, I got you. Henderson too low. I just moved him up, so you might be right. Can you rank Warren, Loveland, and Hawkinson in Dynasty? Yeah. Dang, that's a good one. Hawkinson's old, isn't he? So I'm probably going to go Loveland, Warren, Hawkinson. Dynasty. I'm gaining fantasy wisdom from you. I'm happy. I have a lot of fantasy football wisdom to give. So I got you, bro. I got you. I'm here for it. Yo, thanks for the follow, Cole. Not, is that Jermaine Cole? Yo, I'm thinking I'll have the chance for. I'm thinking I have the chance for Gibbs or CD. Who do I take? Give me CD. I think CD scores like 20 more points than Gibbs does. Oh, thanks for the follow, Jackson. I would not trade James Conner for Rashee Rice. No, I would not do that. Thanks for the follow, Kobe. Unless you're talking about Dynasty, no. Neighbors or Nico. I have them back to back. I'm gonna go Malik Neighbors, and that's solely because I think that he gets more targets, leading to more receptions. Andre Vara from basketball. What's up? When does fantasy football start? I think the first game is what, September 7th, I think. Do you like Warren over Ingram? No, but I do think that Warren has more upside. But in PPR, I think that Ingram's going to catch the ball more, possibly, honestly. It looked like they were slinging it to him during the preseason, but that was preseason. I have Puka, Evans, Cup in 14 team. Is that good? It's old. That's an old team. You should draft some youth as well. Should I do DJ Moore or Garrett Wilson for Nico? DJ Moore and Garrett Wilson for Nico? Seems like a lot. I would rather have Nico Collins, but what's your depth like? If you're not gonna have enough depth to be relevant, then having Nico isn't gonna help. If you have other wide receivers that you can fill in, then sure, get rid of those two, because I'm actually not big on either one of those two, but I am big on having a starting roster. So who else you got? That's what it's gonna come down to. Tyreek Hill or T. Higgins? Tyreek Hill. Why Tyreek not tier 3? Because it seems like his team doesn't even like him right now. It's mad awkward. I ain't gonna lie. Super awkward. 10-team keeper league. Pick two. Bet is Henderson the third. What does this mean? Keeper, pick two. My best bet is Henderson third round. How do you feel? Sure. I think that's fine. On my bench, I have Jerry Jeudy, Diggs, and Breece Hall. No, I'm not really confident in your receivers, which is why you're trying to upgrade to Nico. DJ Moore, mid. Garrett Wilson, mid. Nico Collins, elite. I'm gonna say that's a fine trade. How many people are in that league? Do we have like an active waiver wire? Because I think that you could probably make up for some of this on the waiver. Because I don't see Garrett Wilson being top 20 or top 15. I don't see DJ Moore being top 15. But if you can get yourself a top 5 wide receiver for two wide receivers outside the top 15, probably in the top 20, I think that's going to be fine. So, yeah, I think you make that trade and then you have to work on the waiver wire because you're going to have to fill in because I don't think Jerry Jeudy or Stephon Diggs are going to be very good. There's a reason I have them in tier 9. 10-team? Yeah, it's a 10-teamer. Okay, in a 10-teamer. Have you already drafted? Because, like, you can draft some late-round receivers that, all right, like, Emeka Ibuka, you should grab. Coleman, Higgins. I like Kyle Williams. You should be taking shots at the end of your draft just to see if you can get some receivers with upside. And then if one or two of those pops, you'll have a top 5 receiver, and you'll make up for it with a couple wide receivers that'll finish in the top 15 to 20 on a every other week basis instead of like an every week basis. Thoughts on Tony Pollard? He's moving up my rankings. Tony Pollard is moving up the rankings because, honestly, Tyler Spears keeps getting hurt, man. He just keeps getting hurt. Oh, I have, like, nobody in this one. But I got plenty of people in this one. Would you trade Hurts for Bowers? Yes. I would. Thanks for the follow. Crack me up. Mason will be Bowers this season. I would be unbelievably surprised if he was. Thoughts on Drake London? I think Drake London is good. Yo, thanks for the coins, Ricky. Oh, thanks for the hearts. I don't know who's sending these hearts over here on YouTube, but thank you. Also, TikTok, 22,000 hearts. Let's get it, baby. Let's go. Yo, how is CD, Devontae, J-Mo, Ibuka, and Burton as a wide receiver room? I like that. I like that a lot. I think CD is a great wide receiver 1. Devontae is a good, solid wide receiver 2. J-Mo is going to give you some spike weeks. I also got Neighbors and Achane. Bro, why didn't you mention those? Why didn't you mention Neighbors? Absolutely. Get Garrett Wilson and DJ. What are we talking about here? All right. So I'm talking to one of my followers on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. Garrett Wilson. Oh, sorry. He has Garrett Wilson, and who else we got in here? And DJ Moore. For my dog Nico Collins. I'm thinking like, yeah, I like the 2-for-1 on that. I think that's fair. But here's the thing. Apparently he's got Malik Neighbors. Let's go. Yeah, absolutely. Pair together two mid wide receivers and Garrett Wilson and DJ Moore and put them together and get yourself some Nico Collins love. Yes, sir. You're good. You honestly don't even really need to worry about that. If you got Neighbors and Achan, you're fine, dude. You're fine. I'm not concerned about that at all. I could also get Ricky and BTJ. How are you getting BTJ, bro? What is going on in your league? Do you think Trey McBride will be as good as last year? I think he'll be better. I think he'll get less receptions, more touchdowns, which will be better because he'll have higher spike weeks. Oh, yeah, my bad. There you go. Lewis, thanks for reminding me I need to zoom out. CMC, I got his tier 1. Nah, this ain't it. Nah, it's definitely it. It's all the way it. I got Henry, Kyron, DK, Neighbors. That's good. What's wrong with Xavier Worthy? I got him and Devontae Adams, as well as Jacoby Myers and Shakir. Nothing really wrong with Xavier Worthy. I think he'll have a good first 4 games because I think that Rashee Rice is going to be out. But Devontae Adams makes me nervous because of the whole situation with Matthew Stafford. GW tier 5 is crazy. Garrett Wilson tier 5 is appropriate. Laporta tier 3, I think. Brandon Ayuk is not in my top 60. Thanks for the follow, Ty. I think that he's going to start the year off on the pup, honestly. How's Herbert, Wilson, and Brees for Lamar sound? Herbert, Wilson. Wait. Herbert, Garrett Wilson, and Brees Hall for Lamar. I don't think I want to send all that for a quarterback. You're in a 10-team league, dude. I'm not sending valuable assets for a quarterback when I think Justin Fields would suffice. I would rather you get the Wilson plus Brees Hall to get you like, I don't know, Bijan or something crazy. But for Lamar, nah, I'm not really, because I don't even like drafting quarterbacks that high, honestly. I mean, there's a reason I don't really draft. I don't leave a lot of drafts with Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen or Jalen. Jalen Hurts does fall a bit, but Jayden Daniels doesn't. So, like, me personally, if any one of those 4 are in the 4th round, I'm way more comfortable drafting them. But in the first 3 rounds, I'm really not trying to draft them. And on top of that, I'm not trying to bundle people together to go trade for them if they're high value. And you're trading 3. You got Justin Herbert, Garrett Wilson, and Brees Hall. That's a lot. That's a lot to give up for Lamar Jackson in a 10-team league. You're going to play the waiver wire and be fine. I got Fields over. Let me show you quarterback. I got Fields over Herbert by a hair. Running back list. I'll get to the running back list in a second. I got you. Well, you have Luther Burton. Luther Burton's not in my top 60 wide receivers. Mark, thank you. Oh, I see you. Mark, give me a second. I'm going to running backs now, bud. Give me 1 second. Please read me, bro. My bad, bro. That's wide receivers. Please read me, bro. Why do y'all do that? Oh, there it is. You weren't that far back. Hey, bro, just traded Allen and Jacoby for Jaden Daniels and James Conner. What do you think? I have Bucky and HM. I think that's fair. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I actually think that I think that's fine. I think you decreased at quarterback, but you increased at running back, also giving up a wide receiver. Thanks for the follow. Getting ripped. Yeah, Luther Burton. Thanks for the follow, Puggies. Yo, I need don't forget to like and follow all this stuff. If you're not following me already, make sure you follow. Thanks for the follow, Connor. Yeah, Luther Burton playing too much in preseason, not getting in good practice. Saquon and the Madden curse. I don't believe in Madden curses. I believe in the fact that he's gotten 2,000 touches. Thanks for the follow, Johnny. I do think the fact that he's gotten so many touches can definitely affect it, but I'm not thinking it's going to be because he was on Madden. What you think about Mahomes? I think Mahomes could be top 3 or he could be outside the top 10. Nah, around about top 10. Sorry. Not outside. All right, get in your last questions. I'm going to get off here soon. You got 3 minutes. I'm getting off at 12:20. What do you think about trade Kamara and London for Barkley and Tyreek? I would do that in a heartbeat, yes. Give me Barkley and Tyreek Hill. Where's Trey? Travion. Tier 5. Is wide receiver tier 3 the same in half PPR? No. They all change depending on the settings. I am going to be dropping a draft kit in the next couple days, so I'll let you know. I'll put a link in my bio so you can see it. Ginty running back 1. Nice. 2 minutes left. Let me know if you got any questions. 2 minutes. What's the guy's name next to James Cook? Amarian Hampton. Amarian Hampton. He's the rookie wide receiver for the Chargers. Why is Braylon Allen so low? Honestly, I do need to look into moving him up. That's a really good point. What do you think about Jaden Blue? I think that running offense is going to be very bad. CMC is the 106 over CD. Been debating it. I don't know. I don't think CD should make it that far down. I have him at I have him at no joke at 7. Like I can't think of an argument to put somebody above him at 7. And if you want to take him over CD, I think it's fine. I do think CD's safer for sure. Alrighty then. For Dynasty Rookie Draft, do I take Kyle Williams or Jake Bash? I was in this exact same situation. And you know who I took? You know who I took? Me, myself, and I. You know who I took? I took my dog, Kyle Williams. Because he's a dog. Wait, Ashton Ginty, why? All right. That is going to do it. Thank you so much for following. Thank you for my YouTube brethren for being. Thanks, Connor, for joining on the live. You can go back and rewatch this on YouTube. Also, I would like it if y'all could follow me on YouTube. That'd be great too. Trying to get them numbers up. But nah, I'm loving this TikTok live situation too. All this is a lot of fun. I'm multi-streaming for the first time, so if it's been extra chaotic, my bad. I am super happy that y'all got to see the grading system though. I'm not gonna lie, that was probably one of the highlights of my day. Y'all got to see this grading system pop off. Like, I'm happy y'all like this because that was super cool. I worked really hard on this. This grading system stuff, boy, oh my Lord. Oh, the amount of formulas I've had to write to get this the way I want it is crazy work. Crazy work. I mean, it's been a project for like 3 years now. But my lawyer said I can finally start showing y'all. So this is me showing y'all. Been hearing that y'all like it though. I go back all the way to 2010. Got a bunch of different stats: quarterback, running back, wide receiver, detailed breakdowns and stuff. Come back on YouTube so I can rewind. Yeah, it's gonna be live right after I shut this down. It'll be a live recording, and then you can always hit me up. But yeah, so I'm happy that y'all have been enjoying this. This has been a lot of fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be back in the next, probably in the next couple days. I ain't gonna lie. I do want to make some more content, and I want to get my website up. Do you have tier lists as spreadsheets? Yeah. So I got Google Sheets, and I have all of my tiers. I will be. I'll be working with my my developer. I was supposed to get with him today, but I went live. I will have my draft kit up this week. I'm working on that. Bro, why are you ignoring me? Because it's like a send-off and I haven't seen you say anything in forever. What do you got? I'm paying attention now, getting ripped. What do you got? What's up? Anything? Going once? Going twice? Getting ripped. I'm getting off. I was saying a goodbye speech. Might be the comments haven't been coming through for some reason. I'm like, I just went back and searched. I didn't see nothing. There we go. Derrick Henry, James Cook, London, and McLaurin are wide receiver, running back 1s and 2s. Cooked or nah? No, you're not cooked. You're halfway cooked though. I don't like James Cook and I don't like McLaurin, but I think you're fine. I don't think it's a big deal. I think that all 4 of those are solid. I really like London. Really like Derrick Henry. And on that note, thanks for the follow, D's. I appreciate y'all. I really do. This has been great. It's been a lot of fun. I'm out of here. Peace. Bay Nation. I'll see you in the next couple days.